And Tropicana gets its roof torn off, Tropicana Stadium that the Tampa Bay Rays play in. And if you look into it, Tropicana orange juice was created in 1947 at the same time the U.S. military did their first ever experiment on a hurricane. You guys look it up, 1947, first experiment on a hurricane. Bradenton, Florida is where Tropicana orange juice was created, in Bradenton. So you just happen to have Anderson.
I have non-sexual orgasms within my body, pleasures that I didn't know were possible.
Fuck yeah. There's another short hat.
You deserve that, wrestler.
It's true. You do this.
It's damn near like a rite of passage in this. Oh my god, it's working.
Mandy says that Dolly grips harder than me. This is fucking unacceptable. Get pulled out, bitch. You don't grip enough. I really haven't been grifting hard enough. You guys, I just found out I have cancer. Bank account cancer?
Got cancer in your pee-pee?
You have cancer.
Alright, but seriously, donate some fucking money just because I might have cancer and just not know about it.
And to be fair, that is untreated, unknown cancer is the worst type of cancer because it's untreated.
Right,
so I think
and unknown.
For untreated cancer people, get out your wallets, open your wallets, open your hearts.
I can't believe I have the worst type of cancer there is. This is tragic. I just need some money to kill.
God is so good. The stillness is so gentle. The silence is powerful. See, because it's through the silence of our listening and our seeking that God reveals the wisdom. The wisdom is realized in the silence from within you. The silence within you is beyond the mind chatter, behind those gossiping and controlling voices that are always around, whether it's in your ears or around. There's voices and gossip and voices and words that want to control you, want to interrupt your peace, interrupt your silence. You choose what you allow.
Yo, what's up, YouTube people?
How's it going? Early show, haven't slept. Early show. What's up?
Early show, half slept.
Oh, he's half slept. How's it going, everyone?
I got a story to tell everyone.
Let's listen to your story.
So if I bounce out, don't end the stream. I broke my mouse because I had a fit of retard rage because I have PTSD and we had really bad storms and lightning literally struck beside my house, like right by my door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting here like I didn't even know it was raining and it scared me so bad I got angry and I started punching my desk. I got mad that I got angry. And like I hit my mouse a couple times without realizing it, and then I look at my mouse and I'm like, oh fuck. So like it barely worked. I had to order one, that's why I didn't go live while you were working those 2 days. Because I can't play video games in the background. I can't do anything. And like I luckily ordered one from Walmart rush delivery, and now my blind ass can't see in shadows or darkness. So I got them LGBT keyboards. I found a really good deal for like $16, a new mouse, a new keyboard, and a mouse pad.
Why do you call it the LGBT keyboard?
Because I feel like it's funnier than saying RGB.
Okay, bro. Yeah, whatever.
It's literally LGBT lights.
Haha, does your little take say single mother enjoyer? Do you by chance happen to be
it does say single mother enjoyer. In fact, for our first clip of the day, I'm not ripping off Flo. his stream about the same person is kind of funny to me. I'm not gonna bite my. I'm gonna have to bite my tongue even here on my channel because that somebody apparently may have offed themselves on stream. By the way, and Flo covered it.
Oh, what?
Yeah. What's up, Truism? I personally, I think that it's a cruel prank on a person who's being a dick, but nobody's heard from the guy apparently. And if the dude is faking it, it's gonna annoy the shit out of me. And I had you know how I feel about that, especially given that I've dealt with that recently.
Yeah, that's not a cool thing to do.
No, but if he didn't, it is kind of funny because the guy immediately, the same dude that you see me talking to in this clip, he got really angry at me. Yeah, I'll just play the clip and then I'll talk about it because he got really angry with me and I could not give a fuck less. And this happened on OTW's channel. I don't know what this stream was about, but don't really care.
Oh, you have the timestamp pulled up there?
Yeah.
Yep, it's muted. Yep.
How you doing,
Welcome
Mr.
back,
K?
sir.
How you doing, Mr. Talkout? I don't know if you're still mad at me. I ain't gonna bring it up, but I don't know if you're still mad at me. So I was like, fuck it, I'll hit the panel.
I don't hold a grudge, sir. Only for particular individuals.
What's up, Moxie?
Base. Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty base. Like, look at your little thing. Single mother enjoyer, huh?
he did not like that, by the way. Oh yeah, I love him.
You trying to fuck my mom?
Is she single? Well, I got two questions. One,
You
is
didn't
she
have to
single?
try it anyway.
Cage, I've been
I won't
meaning
do
to
that
speak to
you,
you
Cage.
about that. You know,
Is she single? And two, is she hot? If she's not both of them,
actually, I'm the one who's boning her right now.
Who are you
I
talking about?
mean, we can Eiffel Tower all day long. High five.
Who
Is
are
that
you
before?
talking
Is that before or after you eat?
Talk about Cage mom.
Okay,
Talk about my. You
Do
want
you
to
have siblings, Cage, like brothers and sisters? Like,
Apparently, this triggered this man so badly. And I literally read off my IP address to him and everything because, like, he said he winds up saying he has like Hell's Angel contacts. We live
Oh
all
my
around.
god, it's a
you.
Mike Rage situation all over again. Can you stop getting yourself in situations like this, bro?
I read off my IP address. I gave Mike Rage my address outright. Like, dude, I don't fucking care. You know why I don't care? Because if internet people show up to my house, and I got bigger too.
All right, what's up, Mike Ball? What's up, Arctic? Truism has hit the chat.
But oh shit, let me post the link too, because this is a morning show. And the morning show is all about open panels and call-ins.
Morning show, open panel.
Fuck! I almost closed the tab because my broke ass mouse.
Damn, bro, we're both doing pretty good on the views for this time of day, man. I'm proud of you guys. Proud of chat.
Thank you, chat. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming and seeing us. But let's get back to this because I really. Oh yeah, no, I saw that. I don't have a link to Gen X Jeff, or else I'd pull that up. Bumpkin, share your link, because the less I have to touch my broke ass mouse, the better.
Oh, like share the link in what? Just
in the
StreamYard.
Yeah, in the StreamYard. Post it to both of our channels.
Oh, they want my page?
Lauren does? Silly? All right, let me play some more of this video.
I have
No, he's an orphan. He was delivered by a pelican.
No, I have a younger brother. Yeah.
oh, okay. Because you know how sometimes those people that are only kids, they would be a little special because they're only like they didn't have other kids.
No, I have a younger brother I protect and take care of.
Look
Yeah,
at Talca.
so-
Yes. Yeah.
Thank
You
you.
try to fuck with my family. You want to know who my family's connected to? Trust me, you don't want to.
Oh, here we go.
Personally,
You
No,
don't-
pause
you
it.
don't care. You
Pause
don't
it.
care
Pause it.
if you
I just like personally, I don't care. Your
Yeah,
family's
as soon as you
connected.
heard that, I know you had flashbacks.
Yeah, I was thinking about how quickly can I make this man dox me or flip a death.
Thank you. Thank you.
how quickly can
How quickly?
I gotta find the Mike Rage clips.
Really fuck around.
Hold on. I'm gonna
Fuck
see-
around and find out, Orthodox guy.
Why
Guaranteed.
are you so quick to
Um,
threaten?
Look, my friend, since you want to levy threats, I'm at no time less than 2 feet away from a gun.
No. I say HA8181 worldwide. Yeah, what
Uh
about that?
oh, that's the code.
I'm sorry. What the numbers? What do they mean?
Oh, it means haha.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy.
Jesus.
Orthodox, how are you doing this afternoon? sir?
I'm doing well, Miss Cynthia.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
So I guess what the number one video is when you look up Mike Rage.
Your video?
It's not my video, but it's the video that I caused. So let me play everyone my run-in with Mike Rage. Get off here.
That's pathetic, guy. You think I'm joking? You think I'm
can
fucking
tell by
joking,
your
bro?
extremely serious face.
You think I'm fucking joking, motherfucker? You think I'm fucking joking? Watch what fucking happens. You won't walk out your fucking door.
Ooh.
Fucking test me, you fucking piece of shit. Test me. Watch what fucking happens. I can guarantee you, your front door won't walk out the I swear to God. Watch. I'm going to the back chats right now. Have a fucking good night. Watch what happens.
Oh my God.
And I'm going to get off here, and I'm going to go into the back chats right now. You may
That's
fucking
pathetic, guy.
You think I'm joking? You think
I
I'm
can
fucking
tell by your
joking, bro?
extremely serious face.
You think I'm fucking...
Every time I see
Amazing.
it, it makes me have the same reaction.
Amazing.
Oh, do y'all want to see? I'm gonna show y'all part one of that clip because the guy was basically what triggered that is he said that he was training the U.S. military. I'm like, okay, calm down, killer, calm down.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my lord.
That was Mike that said that?
Yeah, you don't remember when we were on
Was I on that stream?
You're literally above me, you fucking No. No, you were not. No.
Yeah, I think that was just solely an Orthodox thing, you know.
Oh, it was? Is that why you're right there?
I
have your permission to caught in 4K, Bumpkin. Caught in 4K.
No.
Cut this video up and make a video out of it.
You guys,
bro.
Moxie knows I'm an innocent boy.
No, this is what caused him to flip the desk. By the way, this is part 1 of part 2.
Am I wrong on anything?
I'm gonna warn you. Hey,
if I'm wrong on
I'm
anything,
gonna
I will
warn
openly
you right
admit
now.
it. Just
Yo, Orthodox guy, I'm dead serious right now. You might want to shut up. You make a video about me, all right? I will put
are you
into
afraid?
every group.
Are you afraid?
Listen,
I in fact did make a video about my grades, and guess what? Nothing happened.
I
put
will
you
go
into
back in the
every
video and
patriot
it'll say,
group
and
out
you will be
there.
advocating for
New
domestic terrorism.
Frontier won't be able to walk out the fucking door. Mark my fucking words. You won't be able to walk out your fucking door. If you.
Fun fact: I sleep with my front door open because I live in the South. And
New Frontier. Haven't heard that name in years.
What's that?
Think I'm joking? You want me to get into the back chat?
Threat? Are you threatening me?
Yes, I am. Go ahead, call the cops. Yes, I am.
I'm not going to call. I'm not going to call the cops.
Me, hey, listen here,
I
Fed.
assure you,
If
I
make
will.
a
If
video
you're
about
threatening me, I won't. Call the
Bumkin,
cops.
I can promise you, your organization is over.
You see, and then part 2, and then part 2 happened immediately after that. The immediate aftermath.
And I'm going to get off here, and I'm going to go into the back chats right now. You may
That's
fucking
pathetic, guy.
You think I'm joking? You think
I
I'm
can
fucking
tell by
joking,
your
bro?
extremely serious face.
You think I'm fucking joking, motherfucker? Huh? You think I'm fucking joking? Watch what fucking happens. You won't walk out your fucking door.
Ooh.
fucking test me, you fucking piece of shit. Test me. Watch what fucking happens. I can guarantee you, your front door won't walk out the. I swear to God. Watch. I'm going to the back chats right now. Have a fucking good night. Watch what happens.
Oh my God.
And I'm gonna get off here, and I'm gonna go.
Dude, I love this so much.
You make
Because I immediately after this
I'm
stream
joking.
ended, I walked outside and smoked a cigarette.
You smoked a cigarette after this?
Yep.
Was it that good for you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but this gives that energy.
Look around to find out, Orthodox Guy.
Guaranteed.
Why are you so quick to
Um,
threaten?
Look, my friend, since you want to levy threats, I'm at no time less than 2 feet away from a gun.
No. I say HA 8181 worldwide. Yeah, what
Uh
about that?
oh, that's the.
Brother was trying to say Hell's Angels worldwide.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm just sitting here like, I'm sorry, I will punch an old man.
I'm a Hell's Angel, brother. Please,
You're like 80. Calm down there, big fella.
calm down. Get on your hog and ride out to Sturgis once a year.
I
and
get
go
them.
back to your-
I get them YNs. You know what? No, I'll make sure that your meth is bad. Okay.
Code.
Oh,
Try me. I'm sorry. What the numbers? What do they mean?
Oh, it means haha.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy?
what's up,
Number
Cynthia?
one bullshit guy.
Orthodox, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing well, Miss Cynthia. I don't know why, but I had like the biggest. By the way, how you doing, Miss Cynthia? Again, I seen you in the chat. I had the hardest fucking time saying her name yesterday on OTW's channel when I was there. I did Miss Cynthia. Like I could not spit it the fuck out. I don't know
You're
why.
starstruck, bro. You're starstruck.
No, bro, I was appalled that it's like, why are there so many people on the internet that make threats, bro? That's what was going on.
Oh, what's up, Gar? How's it going, bud?
I didn't know you was up, or I would have streamed to your channel. If you want to come on, hop on up.
We can edit it real time.
Yeah, if he wants to. If he wants to, he can come up.
I'm gonna he's at work though.
Yeah, it was on Gen X Jeff. I'll pull it up because it's fucking hilarious. Slick Rick, if you got a link to Gen X Jeff's channel, let me know and I'll give you a wrench so you can post it.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming up. Oh, OTW appreciate you coming up.
Oh yeah.
Well, I heard you. I just tuned in to hear you talk about. I'm so glad that I bought that. That I also found the deal on that mic and soundboard. By the way, because I can hear when I go back that my mic is about to die on this headset.
Oh fuck! Wait, you got it? We got a soundboard too?
Oh yeah. I bought a soundboard. I am very frugal with my money. I have an actual soundboard, another headset coming. I'll probably keep this headset because the sound quality. This headset is actually not really for communication. It's just a basic bitch gaming headset. It's for talking, but when it comes to the actual sound, it's got surround sound. When I first put this on, I was playing Battlefield, and the helicopters flew by, and I was like, "Oh no, I'm back in Nam," and I was having fucking flashbacks and shit.
Oh, Slick Rick, you want a wrench? I'll send you a wrench. Buddy. That's in my channel.
I gotta give him a wrench so he can drop that. Okay. Well, I guess he's in your chat. Will you give him the wrench and he'll send me the Gen X guys YouTube, and we'll watch Flo BTFO the shit out of Mike because it's always funny to play kick the mic.
Arctic Wolf says, "Why would you use a
Think about this.
soundboard and not just use a DAW?" Don't know what a DAW is, so.
Would you like to send me your ID?
Cage with
He asked me what I like to send in my IP. I literally, the IP address I read off is my legitimate IP address. By the way.
Could you shut up?
No, give me your email. I'll send you my address, dude. I don't care.
Yeah, well, you want to see your?
So here's the thing about OTW. I like him. I do like him.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you your ID right.
That a DAW, a soundboard is. I thought a soundboard was a DAW because that's what I'm getting. The thing that lets you adjust pitch, volume of background noise, volume of your voice, like all that. And it's got extra buttons too.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's got extra buttons that double as a soundboard. That's what I thought. That's what I thought a soundboard was.
I thought so too.
Wait,
What's
no,
up,
wake
Nightish?
yes or no?
I do sound awake today. Wakey, wakey. I'm awake.
Oh, you can send me my IP. I don't care.
You want me to?
Dude, it's easy. Hold on. I'll send you yours.
All right, here, send me mine and go do your fucking research.
I'll send you yours.
I realized that if I did that, that would then give somebody like reasons to say, oh, he's trying to dox me type shit. So like I immediately backed down on that. I did look it up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did look it up.
You found that shit?
Oh, I found that shit right as soon as I said I'll send you yours because I was already typing in the ping trace. Like, right as soon as I did that, like I did, and as soon as it popped up, I'm like, if I even say what state this guy is in, he's not. It's gonna look
Hell's Angel. It's gonna be like probably like Idaho, Midwest area.
Midwest or West Coast, but we ain't gonna talk about it because
not so much the West Coast. But yeah, go ahead.
Well, they're out. They're still out in NorCal.
Are they in NorCal? Yeah, they're in NorCal.
But no, my thing is, like I'll send you yours. Tap. And I was like, should I? Because I was gonna read it out, so I just decided to read mine out instead.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
I'm a little confused, but entertained for sure, but confused.
I'm entertained as fuck right now.
It's never too late to stop being a dick.
Okay, I'm entertained.
This is maybe a mating ritual of some sort, Cynthia. I'm just observing.
Yeah,
this is incredibly dumb.
Yeah, it is. You're pretty stupid trying to play. Now you're barking up the wrong tree, buddy.
Hold on, I'll tell you my.
Like a little pussy boy? Weak little pussy boy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're worldwide. I hope you remember that.
Cage,
I don't like your jerk off name. I don't like your jerk off face. I don't like your jerk off behavior, and I don't like you. Jerk off.
Are you ready for my IP address?
Yeah, just fuck your mother.
What?
192.168.1.172. There's.
I'm kind of retarded.
So is that before or after I fucked your sister, mother, and everybody in your
Oh, see, Steve.
Yeah, he got really mad, and I'm like, fucking show me, motherfucker, show me.
Yeah. Oh, he got real mad that you just straight up called his bluff. Pull up with the fucking boomer OB Spiker Bros. Pull up, dude.
Well, no, it ain't even that. It's like people when you don't give a fuck. Like, the only thing I'm worried about is somebody using my IP to hack my shit and fucking fry my computer.
Right.
That's the only thing I'm worried. I don't give a fuck about getting doxxed. I don't give a fuck what internet people think about me. I don't fucking care. And if you show up to my house unannounced, I mean, like, that's what the fucking glizzy is for.
Arctic Timber, why do you have sonar on your computer? What?
My brother in Christ is trying to he's gonna hit that sonar and splash water, like submerge your head in water and your head's gonna explode. If you want my address,
it's not a fucking joke.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
conversation.
Vance.
Oh, I get called a tyrant here by.
Well, I mean, no, it's obvious. Like it's go through some.
With,
We don't have to hear it though. It's kind of lame.
Calls you a tyrant for what?
Fossil. Yeah, so because I said you need to be a productive member of society. I even defined a productive member of society as taking care of your family, like your kids and your wife. And like this dude Dick declared me a tyrant, and I'm like, what the fuck makes me a tyrant? Like this is why I fascism. This is why I'm like, you see that wall? It's a very pretty wall. You should take a peek at that wall. Just take a gander for just a second. Like this is why I am the way I am to these people. You're a tyrant. And like I came on because I heard Miss Cynthia say something about end of the world. Like I thought they were talking about the end of the world, and then I got sidetracked because he asked me about my single mother enjoyer. He's like trying to fuck my mom.
No,
Like, is she hot?
he did me. Yeah, no, Arctic just did me fucking dirty. Holy fuck.
Oh my lord. You couldn't trade without a mark. I basically told them that all you guys on this panel would be the sex slaves in like a shit hit the fan situation. What's up, Denison?
Yo.
And situation. I don't want to be. I'm going over being bullied on the internet.
Patronised, you said?
That's a hell of a panel there.
Oh no, Cage was on there, and like Cage, I don't know if you've been watching, but when I came in, you know how my tagline is "single mother enjoyer." The first thing Cage said, "You trying to fuck my mom?" And I'm like, "Is she hot? Is she hot?" He did not like that. And then I seen Flow stream because this was day before yesterday, I believe, or last night, like before Flow stream, and then I see the Flow streamed about Cage. I'm like, that is fucking wild. This dude is really sensitive about his mother. You don't even have to actively say anything about his mom, and he'll. Oh, here we go. I'm back to being threatened by the Hell's Angels again. Nice and respectful to you.
I know.
Your proposal, though, sounds like that Derek Bros Freedom Cells or whatever. You might want to check it out. Somebody's like on the front end of your movement.
Buddies, just play the private chat.
I don't care about you. You're irrelevant.
No, check the private chat. Yeah.
Why are you bullying this man, dude? You're trying to
The
fuck
whole-
his mom, and now
Well, no, the whole time that he was down, he was like, "I'm Hell's Angels. I'm gonna get you. You're gonna be sorry." I'm like, I don't care. I really don't care. Go away, please. Okay.
Fascinating.
You think it's a fucking joke?
Bro, I don't fucking care.
Buddy,
about
your mic's
internet
glitching.
bullshit.
Fix your microphone.
I don't care.
Hey, can I offer?
Oh, until you're forced to care, then you're gonna care a whole bunch about that.
Can I
when you
offer
get
an
carried out
alternative?
when you and your lackeys get carried out in a body bag, that'll be your
Shut the
choice
fuck
to
up.
make.
Wow.
Are you gonna fucking tag?
I couldn't resist being an internet tough guy right there. It was funny. He did not like that comeback either. What are you gonna do? Come to my house? I live in a fucking castle doctrine in a stand your ground state.
Okay, and guess who's down the street from you? Idiot.
I don't care.
Shut the fuck up and fix your mic.
I bet all you're gonna do is talk shit on the internet.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite clips.
I love it. I wish I had it. I would have played it. That's why I can't wait to get my soundboard, because when you get your soundboard, you can even play it over other people's streams.
You want to be made an example of? That's up to you.
Yes, absolutely.
Motherfucker.
We are 30 minutes in.
I am a
We haven't
motherfucker.
shilled. We haven't shilled any money. We haven't shilled yet. We haven't shilled. Guys, donate. Guys, donate. Donate. Give us money. Money us now. Money.
Wait. You like money too?
You could do so. You
Me when you give me money. That's me when you give me money. I like money too. You like money, Denison?
Yeah, we should hang out.
We should for sure hang out, dude. Here. This should This is for Cage, by the way.
I'm trying to fuck your mom in there. Would you give me a break?
Bro, don't let Cage be here. I'll play that if he ever comes to my stream. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Kids, I'll be a grand motherfucker. That comes with a belt.
Another enjoyer.
Yeah. You're the one that asked me if I wanted. Well, Lauren, the Cash App is right there on the bottom, scrolling.
Bottom
It's
scroll.
literally right there.
Yep. Red bar at scrolling. Money sign Bumpkin 123. Normally there'd always be Orthodox is scrolling, but I'm broke as fuck.
Trying to help the baby bump out. To fuck your mom. I mean, apparently me and OTW are doing an Eiffel Tower.
I asked you about your fucking
OTW.
single mother in choice.
You don't know the power
You
of the
just pick
dark
fuck.
side.
What happened to you, bro, when you were growing up?
Where was that played at? On his stream?
Holy.
That dark side, that fucking Darth Vader quote was played on his stream?
Yeah.
That is so gay.
I thought it was funny. You know what? You know what? Fuck you, Bumpkin. I thought it was
No.
funny.
No.
No.
Gay.
What?
Listen, I like what's up, Random Independent. I like Star Wars like the next guy, but
I don't even like Star Wars. See, that's the gay part. You like Star Wars. The
I don't
fuck?
like Star Wars, bro.
The fuck?
But the difference is like
you want you could do so you want
Today, Junior.
what's Random Independent. No, like I like Star Wars. I stand by the Empire though, so
Oh my god, that's even fucking. Ugh.
what?
The Separatists, man.
Yes.
Oh my god. Way down south
Roger,
in the
Roger.
land of water. Oh my god, you picked the southern version, bro.
Embrace the real.
The head clankers. Roundhouse kick clankers. Star Wars has cooler combat warfare than Star. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Not in space, it doesn't.
Lauren with the $5
Who cares about space? We over here talking about lightsabers.
Lauren, do you want ass or do you want money burning?
You want ass, you want money burning. Choose. And she says, for money entertainment fee from Lauren.
You know what?
Yo, you a freak.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I make it to you wiggle wiggle. For sure, I hate it when I dribble dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it. 6'2" in a compact, no slack. But luckily the beats go back. I got an act to relax in my mind, sipping some red wine.
I sit bruised from chalices, holding my palaces. Crib is so crampy, sucking supper from paralysis. Rhymes, I write them in the car.
Getting back to the combat in Star Wars versus Star Trek. I just want to say this: missiles and fire and forget weapons, or even homing weapons, would be the meta for space combat, not lasers. So,
Most likely, yeah. But I do like the idea of lightsabers, though. Cake.
That's what I want to know. That is what I want to know.
The South. I want to live wherever they're
Oh no, they don't. They don't make them like that in the South. I mean,
Bullshit, they don't.
some of them
ATL,
are.
Texas.
Some of them are. Well, okay, where I live,
Corn-fed.
they are. Where I live, they are there, but you gotta go out in search of them. They're not like the petite. They're not like the everyday blonde petite girl with the southern accent.
Right. Better meme culture getting shown here. Thank you,
All right.
buddy. All right, play where
Obviously,
you're
you're still a
bullying this
child. You haven't
guy.
grown up at all. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You think I'm fucking joking around with you, right? Okay.
I think you're drunk. Is actually what I think about you.
No, I think you're an idiot.
That's cool.
You are. You're a complete, absolute fucking idiot. You have no idea who you're talking
Okay. Anyway, Dick Talcott OTW. I would rather talk about how I'm a tyrant.
Right? I know. Why?
to.
Rather than
Whoa. Wow.
I don't want this to happen.
I just want to talk about how fucking long that X-Files music
Like,
is playing. That
I
shit
swear
made
to
me
God,
mad.
they do this shit on purpose.
That shit.
Who?
That shit.
What?
I swear to God, like older people will specifically play clips longer than they need to be, just so they lose like the comedic relief, right?
I mean,
yeah, because they're not getting the attention.
Right. Like, for instance, right?
I'm going to commit great crime. I'm going to bust nut in water tower.
Like that cut off fine. Okay. Okay.
hey, look, man. Calm down, all right?
Or
Get that shit out of here.
yeah. So it's like if it LOL old people. He's got gray hair, he's old. No, Lauren, I'm not eating. I would never eat.
Yes, yes, he is. I tried to tell him. I tried to tell him.
Let me eat my butterscotch, man. Leave me alone.
You sound like the fattest nigga on the planet when you're on a headset eating. Doesn't matter if you're an Ethiopian child. Just eating would make you sound like a whale. Please stop. You're assaulting my ears. Every time you eat, every time anybody eats, when they're on stream, I'm like, stop smacking. I know you're not smacking. Just stop eating. Starve to death. Please just die. It is like the biggest pet peeve I have on the face of the planet. Sorry.
But tell us how you really feel.
That's how I really feel, okay?
Emotional damage.
Oh shit. Oh.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself.
Well, Lauren.
There you go. There's your future waifu.
Should I pop in another butterscotch?
Should slide into those DMs. Is what you should do.
Hey, oh god, bro.
Boom.
Oh man, all I'm saying is, so how's this for a clip, right? You're watching like all the greatest sci-fi like weapon charge ups, and like right before they fire, or like right as they fire, you just hear
boom.
I feel like that would be the funniest shit on the face of the planet. Maybe I'm old.
Would. Pretty funny.
I missed the first half of that.
I miss the first half of everything always. I'm 2 subscribers away from 280 subs.
Emotional damage.
I pay Flo to eat on camera all the time. That's wild. See, here's the thing, right? I'm fat. I'm like actually fat, so I can't eat on camera, bro. It's like it's fucking career suicide, bro. You have to pay me a lot of money to eat on camera.
Oh my god! I hope she pays you to eat on camera with the camera on. Those fucking meme edits are gonna go so fucking hard.
I hate you, bro. I hate you. He'd be the first one making them too. He'd be the first one making them. Holy shit! Holy. Sorry, we just had to take a minute to realize.
You weren't even ready for that.
Oh my god.
hey, Lauren, I got you. There you go. Enjoy those eating sounds.
Dude.
What?
You know, it's funny. Orthodox Guy can't edit until it comes to making memes about me. Then suddenly he can edit.
Well, I just came up because you know how you mentioned that old people play clips ridiculously longer than what they have to miss the comedic relief.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of like them drop clips you were playing the other day that were entirely too damn long.
What drop clips?
You know what ones I'm talking about. The ones you were so fucking proud of that you made yourself that sucked because they were too long.
Which one?
Shut.
People that pay for
Well, I know this is your video. I know this one's your video right here, Anger Snowman. Let's see how long this one goes on.
Shut the fuck up. Shut all the way the fuck up until you reach the top of Shut Fuck Mountain where there are no more fuck ups to shut.
Yeah, but that didn't lose none of the comedic value.
Yeah, no, that one was perfect. That one's great. I
literally cut that off right where it needed to be cut off.
I'm sensing some hostility here, so let me.
I don't know.
Not as good at editing as I am.
When you edit the fucking shit.
Yeah, somebody's got to edit it, and it's not going to be me.
Oh my god!
Because if I edit, I'm gonna sneak Bumpkin memes in there.
Let's see.
I don't care who edits them, bro. If it's me or if it's you,
Dick and
I don't care either, honestly.
Asides the hang up,
they got to get done.
How I
though.
speak and the
what?
words that I use.
I said they just have to get done. Though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've got a bunch of drop clips. Like I said, most of the girls that I got, I'll just drop in here anyhow. That way you can use them.
Begun the edit wars have. Not a man's duty to take care of himself and
his duty goes
being a productive member of
You'll
society.
ever establish that. I don't think you'll ever establish that at a centralized or government that type of liquor level where your father has to.
With that, with the, I think that.
How do you want to be lies here?
Right? Okay. You want
Hey, you gotta give him credit on the.
Do you think I'm fucking joking?
Here.
Oh no, I don't care if any of you are my allies.
Hey, buddy.
Okay, so I fast forwarded it because like this dude Cage just could not be the center of attention.
You think I'm fucking joking with you, right? Okay. You want
Hey, you gotta give him credit on the motherfucker joke, Cage. That was a pretty good joke.
Hey, I don't care
It's
about
not a joke though. I'm serious.
My thing is, I've never once been.
What did he say that got you so upset, though, Cage? Because you seem like excessively upset, Cage.
Oh, I didn't mean to kick you off that, man. I was just setting something up. Go ahead. That's my bad. I didn't know if I put something back there to be dropped.
How upset you are.
It's all good.
On the internet with people you don't know.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's the point. That's what we're all doing. Isn't everybody doing that here?
Don't you love pretentious fuck?
Yes.
I think Cage is angry at himself.
I don't care.
You
will
care.
The greatest thing about most of us is we do not give a fuck about anybody else's qualms with someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like for real.
I guarantee I could do it.
Well,
something like.
Oh, I thought you guys were talking. My bad. Go ahead.
No. This is just me going over picking on Cage. There's
yeah?
something funny. I'm waiting for the coup de grace of funniness, and then I'm gonna end this. It's kind of lame.
Orthodox said the code word or something to Cage.
His internet threats. I didn't validate his internet threats. I didn't validate his gender.
It's not a threat, man. I'm not threatening you. I'm telling you.
Okay, dude, I don't care.
Yes, you do.
Better men
than
you
care,
have
that means
tried.
you care.
Better men than you have tried.
You definitely care. Fix up your mic, man.
Holy
I love how Talcott is laughing along with this too.
Yeah, no, Talcott was like on this man's neck.
Yeah, I'll be right back, by the way.
If you really fuck around.
Fuck around and find out, Orthodox Guy.
Wow.
If If I wanted my comeback, I would wipe it off. Chin. If I wanted my comeback,
Wink.
I'd like to. Okay.
I'm
Anyway.
gonna look at you with one eye.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Cry about it. Like,
Bring up some random.
You're part of it. You're part of it. You're part of it.
You want to get game for real?
Did he just ask you if you wanted him to spin the block on him?
Yes. Yes.
I
Do
mean,
you understand who
I didn't validate his internet threats. I didn't validate his gender.
It's not
apparently.
a threat, man. I'm not threatening you. I'm telling you.
Okay. By the way, that's what I meant about my mouse being
Yes, you do.
better men
Than
you have tried. Better men than you have tried.
You definitely care. Fix up your mic, man.
Holy.
My mic is fixed.
No, it isn't.
It's a gaming headset. It's not a professional mic.
Yeah, and guess what? We don't play games over here. You want to get game for real?
Bro, you're.
Would you like to get game?
Your wannabe mafioso tactics are lame and gay.
Knives out. Out.
Go tell that to them.
I get it. You're part of an online gang. It's okay.
No. I'm not part of anything. I'm a single. I'm by myself. I walk on my own 2 feet, unlike you.
Okay, Antifa, calm down. I get it. You're part of it. You're part of it. You're part of it. You're part of it. You too, Peace Dynamo. You too.
Hey, you know what, Orthodox? I would be proud to admit that the only medals I got in the military were on a video game called Call of Duty 2. I'm just saying. Does this guy really think he's something because he plays online video games and murks people?
This is really giving me Mike Rage energy, and I played those clips earlier, which is fucking hilarious.
Right.
You're part of it. You're part of a disorganized, organized collective. I get it.
Go look into me and do your history on it.
Dude, I don't care about you.
Dude, I don't care about you.
Once I leave this stream, like most of the people aren't gonna matter.
Shut the fuck up.
Cry about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking wipe your tears off after.
Sure.
He's got a lot of little dick energy.
Sure, yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna look at you with one eye.
Anyway, I would like to know, since we are on some similar grounding, how
I'm gonna give you a nice wink and a nudge.
If I wanted my comeback, I'd wipe it off your fucking chin.
See?
That was nice. That was nice.
The only thing more satisfying than saying that in that moment is when I was talking to my ex and she was bitching at me about something. And I said it to her.
Hey, one of my favorite
time it has ever been more satisfying to say.
I've always, one of my favorites has always been, if I wanted any lip from you, I'd get it off my zipper.
I'm gonna steal that one. Oh, I wish you would have called me a smartass so I can be like, I'm not a smartass. I'm an intelligent rectum. Calm down there, sister. If I wanted my comeback, I would wipe it off your chin. Calm down.
Is that before?
You want to act like a woman? I'm gonna swear. If you want to act like a woman, I'm gonna treat you like a woman. Or better yet, if you're gonna act like a bitch, I'm gonna treat you like a bitch.
You're the bitch here. Can you even spell it?
Well,
he wants the 50 Shades of Gay.
Well, I think you just
like
inserted yourself into him right there.
Yeah, he was asking for the 50 Shades of Gay.
You at least mounted him.
Yeah, it was wild. That was my run-in with Cage, and like it's not funny past there. Like 2 or 3 minutes, I'm like, I'm gonna bounce. But no, like I don't. And then apparently he caused someone to kill themselves or self-delete.
Damn, he better go play the lottery.
Well, no, some guy, Flo covered it. Some guy, intelligent sphincter. Exactly. That's why I said I'm not a smartass. I'm an intelligent rectum. But no. Apparently, that same dude Cage bullied someone into self-deletion potentially. But it's always going to be my narrative that he killed a man, so I'm going to always fuck with him about it.
Well, if you let yourself self-delete, then you're a pussy anyhow.
Yeah, then that's as far as we'll talk on that because I had to sever my tongue on Flo's panel, and then I'm doing it on my own as well.
Yeah, we all have our own personal feelings about that shit.
It sucks that people didn't get help. I will say people should seek out help if they have those urges.
Absolutely.
But
there's plenty of people around you, I guarantee, that would rather you talk to them and get whatever get what you need off your chest.
When someone dies, regardless of whether it's self-deletion or some other cause, the people you leave behind and you don't want to hurt are the ones that end up hurting the most.
No, I do know a couple people that if they were to die, no one would care. At least that's what I'm telling myself.
That's wild.
Hey, I pray for a tornado to drop on their fucking house every night.
That is crazy.
Yeah, especially when I was giving the prayer, saying a prayer for you in your time of need, to give you strength and shit, and then praying for a tornado to drop on the house of these two other pricks.
That is.
Do they live in the same house, or would it take 2 tornadoes?
No, they live in the same town, so it'd only take one tornado that strategically bounced.
A bouncing tornado?
Well, they're known to bounce, and
yeah,
very.
I had a tornado bounce over my house when we had these really bad storms in Georgia back in 2012.
So I got this clip, man, and since this is the
I'm the one running
show,
the string slick. I'll place at the 2-hour mark.
Since it's the morning show with Bumkin and Orthadox Guy, I want to get your guys' take on this because I just ran across this yesterday.
All right.
You guys are the first people to see it.
Tell y'all something. These niggas trying to sign me for a $1,000. Now, man, I got $1,000. What y'all niggas talking about? I got it, nigga. I'm folk nigga. I come slide on y'all block with the Glock out. Hold 16 shots, boy. And 16 niggas at the same time. And he came with some hollow, boy. I already know. Nigga, anything I lemon sweet, boy. I'm finna throw a switch on this thing, but this thing gonna be dumping, boy, on me. I need that, so I got that. They gonna be dumping.
So what's your thoughts?
Press X to doubt.
I'm just going to tell this to all the Republicans. It's not the Department of Education, and I'm tired of pretending it is. It's genetics, and that's where I'll leave it.
Hold on, I got one more for you that's kind of similar to that.
It's either got to be either what I said is true or it's got to be fake.
That wasn't fake. That was 100% real. I'm telling you.
I'm tired of blaming everything but the genetics.
That's how you know it's super duper true and real.
Yeah. I don't like that.
I don't either.
I don't have a way to say it that is not like get my stream nuked.
Is it this one? Got too many files in this shit.
Bumpkin, where are you at, you fucking heathen? Okay, I don't necessarily care what you say. If you want to come trash Bob, I mean, that's your choice. But the link is right there. Remember, I'm not anti-Bob, but you can say what you want on my panel. The link is right there. Click it. I gotta clip that for over here.
Here you go. Here's that other one.
Tell me what the white man got to do with this, man. Tell me. Listen to this.
Naughty.
Naughty? How old are you?
5.
Why is your name Naughty?
Because I smoke this whole hood. This is my hood.
You're not supposed to be a thug at 5.
I don't give a fuck, bro.
Yo, like the video.
Like gay, smoking on dads.
Bro, you're fuck.
I'm back, man.
Gang, smoking on deads.
Man, that's his little cousin. He told him he would get him some McDonald's if he helped him make a video.
I agree with Dennison on that. The one where the kid pulled out the Glock. there's no excuse for that one at all. Like the fact that you let your kid pull out a weapon that you can clearly see the magazine is in. Play that first one for Bumpkin.
That first one again.
Yeah.
Is he up here now?
Yeah, he's back. I want a random independent to see it as well. But let me do some shilling real quick. Please like and share the video. This is the morning show. I only got 5 likes on this video. I got 23 people watching between me and Bumpkin. Let's at least get it 50-50 on that, right? Let's get 10 likes on the video. All right. But no, I don't know what you mean by that, Slick Rick. But
Mean by what?
He said pilot salary makes it easy. Oh, Bob, CT's financial institution or financial services, LOL. They're talking about their classic cars, which is pretty based. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
But no, Arctic Wolf, badass thing. Me and my dad, when I was a teenager, when I was finishing out of high school, what I got to drive around my junior and senior year was a Plymouth Sports Fury 2 powder blue bored out engine. That motherfucker, when we turned it on, it fucking rumbled and shook the earth.
How much was it bored over?
I have no idea. I'm not that into cars.
What size motor did it have in it?
Don't
What'd you say?
remember.
What'd you say you was driving?
A Plymouth Sports Fury 2 Mopar.
Oh well, then that had a Hemi in it.
Based. I would say let me ask my dad. Actually, Snowman, do you want to meet my father?
Yeah, we've already played this game.
Ah, damn it.
And I died laughing when he did it too, man. I about fell out of my fucking chair.
Hey, let me do it. Dennison, do you want to meet my dad?
Sure.
All right, hold on one second. Let me see if I can get his attention real quick. I gotta go. Hold on, I gotta call him up to the panel. Y'all can play the video while I call him up to the panel.
Bumpkin, you up here? Watch this. Give me your thoughts.
Yeah, here, man.
These niggas trying to sign me for $1,000. Now, man, I got $1,000. What y'all niggas talking about? I got it, nigga. I'm quoting nigga. I come slide on y'all block with the Glock.
I think that's a blicky.
16 shots, boy. And 16 niggas at the same time. And it came with some hollow, boy. I already know. Nigga, anything I lemon sweet, boy. I'm finna throw a switch on this thing, but this thing gonna be dumping, boy, on me. I need somebody, I need that, so I got that. This thing gonna be dumping.
What's your thoughts, Bumpkin? Probably 5 years old already got that blicky.
I think he's suffering from socioeconomic problems.
Socioeconomic. That boy says socioeconomic problems. Oh man.
Nah, man. What do you expect from a culture like that, bro? He grew up in the hood. It's gonna get younger and younger, bro.
It just is getting younger and younger.
Might as well just start handing them fucking blickies from the womb.
You know, it ain't gonna be YNs no more. It's gonna be fucking baby ends.
Bro, it's gonna be like showing up to baby showers with blickies. You know what I mean? Here's your son's first.
There's a blicky for you. Here's a blicky for you. Here's a blicky for you. And guess what? If you look under your seat, there's blickies for everyone.
All right, Dennison, you ready to meet my dad? He's about to hop up on panel.
Yeah.
All right, here he is, Ortho Dad.
God damn.
That's rough business right there.
Let me go ask him.
Hey, at least Ortho ain't doing his dad as bad as I'm doing mine. He at least kept the box with his remains in it. I'm flushing my dad down the toilet.
My dad died like last September, and then like the love of my life died in January. So like I'm completely desensitized to human death. I already was.
Hey, you know how to really fuck up both their remains? Mix them all together.
Fuck no. I love both of mine that I'm mentioning.
Oh, okay.
I just find it annoying that I can't like for questions like that about the car. Like I can work on the car, but I call it the thingy and the doohickey. Like I know how to work on it because of him, but I cannot answer questions.
Yeah,
So
I get it.
But no, it makes like the one thing that sucks about losing losing my dad didn't hurt that much. Losing her hurt a lot.
Dude, if losing my dad would be like winning the lottery.
Well, I mean, like it sucked. It sucked because and it really hits home when it's like, damn.
Now my mom, on the other hand, when my mom died, that fucked with me.
Well, when I'm changing out a fuel pump, or I'm like, damn, I need to talk about men problems with my dad. Oh wait, I can't. That's when the pain from that.
You just give me a call if you need help with anything on the car.
I got you because I got to change out a fuel pump in my Jeep.
Those are the worst.
But yes, and I've been putting it off. But
what year?
94. It's the mud
1994 cheap
Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Grand Cherokee, yeah.
Those are fucking garbage.
No. I kid you not.
The fuel pump for those is right underneath the fucking muffler.
Yes. Literally, you could cut.
You got to take the main straight pipe off the motherfucking block or off the manifold in order to get to it.
Or, do you want to know that way? Or you want the hillbilly way to do it?
I just do it the right way.
Yeah, I would prefer the right way.
Okay, I was gonna say, or you can access it from inside of the vehicle, and after you cut a little hole through.
See, that's that right there is exactly where fucking Jeep went wrong. They should have had an access door inside the vehicle for it already.
Yeah,
you can make one.
That's why you make one. That's why you cut a hole out and you make an access door for it. If that part ever goes out ever again, it's like, oh, I'll just tip over the access point, pull it out, replace it real fast, and then drop the access point.
I do have some extra hinges, and I do have my welder. I could make an access.
What the fuck would you need a welder for?
To weld the hinges on. I'm not gonna screw them on. That's gay. I want them to stay.
Dude, you don't screw them through on either, man. You rivet them on.
I don't have a rivet gun though. Or
Dude, you can get a simple cheap rivet gun at fucking Lowe's for $10.
I did not know that.
Why are we riveting? Just have them weld it.
Because riveting's it's cleaner.
Well, is the body aluminum? Because I don't have a TIG.
Yeah.
Okay, then you can't weld it. I don't have a TIG.
You know how to weld aluminum.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You need a TIG welder. Weld aluminum. I don't have a TIG. But I mean, like, the thing is, like, it does suck. Losing her hurt the most. That's the only person like I've really ever cried over.
This is supposed to be the Bumkin and Orthadox Variety Hour, not the Bumkin and Orthodox Cry Hour.
Look, man, we can cry about it. All right, you can cry about it.
What are you crying about?
All right, so I'm
trying to see if I can get him to snap, man. It ain't working. He's fucking
my brother in Christ. Last year, I literally walked through hell. No one is going to get me to snap because if I snap,
sir, you don't know what hell looks like.
Bumpkin knows. Bumpkin did I go through hell or no? From your opinion,
yeah.
Damn, doesn't seem enthusiastic. I guess I don't know.
I'm not taking anything, mister. I got to chew on something every time I'm on stream, says.
Oh my God.
Snowman.
I love you, Bumpkin.
Love you too, bro.
We loving each other now, huh? We loving each other now.
No.
Gay.
See, there you go, gaying it up.
What?
All right, do y'all want to watch the CT and Mr. Chink stuff? Because I'm gonna put a poll in the channel because I said I was gonna interview Dr. Chink on the Aliens Anonymous stuff. But someone sent this to me, and several people in the Discord said that I should just bounce Dr. Chink out, that there would be nothing available. So we're going to watch this, and I'm going to put out a poll in the chat, and I'm going to leave it up to the chat. All right?
How long is it?
I do not know, because the stream is 9 hours.
Jesus
Christ. But we're 6 hours in. So
Jesus Christ.
I think it's only about 20 minutes long where he comes in. Oh my god.
I forgot who triggered him.
Oh my.
Life.
But I saw this on another panel. Maybe Flo's.
Yeah, I think Flo did stream.
Yeah, he was re-streaming this. Maybe.
All right, we're not gonna watch all of this.
Thank you, Jesus Christ.
We're gonna watch maybe the first 20 minutes of it, if that.
Why are we watching the first 20 minutes?
Right.
I don't know.
What did we do to piss you off today?
Everything. You existed.
No,
Fair
I
enough, dude. Fair
haven't
enough.
slept yet from work, so he's specifically punishing me. Don't worry about it, guys.
Change the what is that thing like a this
pace?
Yes, change.
I don't see really a point. I don't see a point in kicking Dr.
Just
Chink out of the
take
team.
all that whatever that Dr. Chen.
Well, it's Dr. Chin Kai now. Now I'm a racist.
Quit screaming.
Thank you for having me on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
All right.
Loud and clear.
I'm here to clear the air. This is an olive branch.
Peace Dynamo, I actually fucking agree with that. CT has kind of leaned into this drama a bit too much.
There's no such thing as leaning into it too much.
I don't know. These people are actually trying to like dox Mike in life.
Dude, Mike probably brought it on himself. Dude, I've listened to him ramble and run his fucking mouth, dude, and he's like the biggest fucking crybaby. He sits and does nothing but talk shit about people and then cries about people talking shit about him.
Well, I mean, I'm still waiting on Slick Rick to drop the
And well, look, and the thing that kills me about Mike is he literally, in that fucking coconut brain he has, literally thinks that he helped build every one of these channels he's been on.
You know, he did, bro. He did.
You know, he's like, be brave. He thinks he's so fucking important that he's famous now.
We don't talk about my grandpa over here.
I'll talk about your fucking grandpa.
Oh, Lord. I love Brave, though. He's cool.
Let's talk about your uncle, Grandpa Snowman.
Go ahead, man. What do you want to tell me about him? I don't already know.
I don't know. I think he got his blockhead, though. You inherited his blockhead.
Nah, dude, my head is not square like a cinder block.
Your hair is square.
I feel personally attacked. My hair is
You know that's a sign of inbreeding.
That's good. So what you're saying is I got that pure 100% Georgia inbreeding like Hank Hill's dog. Is that what
Oh, absolutely, dude. You're that pure blood inbred.
pure blood. That explains the feet, the web toes, even.
That's another sign.
I don't have web toes. That's a joke. Calm down.
A cleft lip is another sign.
I don't have a cleft lip either. I just got
Who's John Galt and why he get arrested?
I don't.
That's what
AR.
What's up?
Why you let Sharon get away with the bullshit you let him get away with on his panel?
What you talking about?
All that fucking simpy ass fucking lying bullshit he does all the time.
Can you give an example?
Anything that comes out his fucking mouth.
Oh, well, I don't know what you're talking about because obviously I agree with at least some of the stuff. So you got to say something so I know whether I agree with it or not.
No, the biggest thing is why do you let him get away with letting people that agree with his narrative say their piece and then him constantly interrupting and redirecting people that don't agree with him? He doesn't have good faith conversations with people that don't agree with him at all. And you know that, right?
I've had back and forth with him.
Bumkin, Orthadox. Am I
No.
I'm wondering if I was just imagining shit.
I've had back and forth with him too.
Oh no! Yeah,
you also have
okay,
one.
no.
You also have one other dynamic that we don't have, and that's melanin in your skin.
Yeah, but I guess I need to know the certain situation to the specific narrative or topic being discussed to know whether
You're at the cookout.
what was being said was stupid or not. because a lot of people do hop on the panel and say dumb shit. You know, there's a lot of bums that hop on the panel and think that, you know, they are something special and they're not.
You're at the cookout. Someone said some dumb shit. What you doing? Go.
Pulling out the blicky.
I'm just gonna look at my family and keep eating.
I'm gonna be real ignorant.
Yeah, Sharon's channel ain't even the cookout though.
So y'all must have got into it or something. Why you sound like you got some personal vendetta or something?
No, what it is, I've tried to get on Sharon. I've tried talking to Sharon a few times on his stream. You know, about things that me and him disagree on, and he never lets me actually have a discussion with him. He'll let me get about halfway to a quarter way through a point I'm making, and then he'll want to sit and, you know, focus on one specific point of what I was trying to say without even letting me land my plane. And then try and redirect the conversation on my point the way he wants it redirected. You know what I'm saying? And I don't play those games.
Yeah, I like some people operate like that. I think the issue is that a lot of times that he's doing that to people, I think they're bums, and I'm going at them too, so I don't really care too much. But
yeah, but I'm not a bum. I mean,
I'm not. Well, I wasn't on there when this happened. I don't think so. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you might have been up there one time when it did.
I have no clue what you're. I don't know what. All right, so what topic do you think? Was it a race baiting topic or was it a legitimate topic?
One of them was when he did the Caramello Anthony stream.
And I had back and forth with him about.
No, I had a couple back and forths with him.
So, what is your opinion on it? I guess.
What on Caramello Anthony? That if his mom wouldn't have named him after a fucking candy bar, maybe he would have been all right.
No, hold on. I got breaking news. Yeah, it's Allemania offers direct attack on Israel. That's wild. All right, continue.
But no, my real take on it is, I think that it's a fucked up situation, you know, and it happens every day. And this is why we need to stop telling young boys that they're not allowed to express their emotions when they're going through adolescence. This anti-bully culture that we're going through with kids in school, it's harming them more than it's helping them.
Orthodox, I gotta go to bed.
So
you don't, you whore.
And when I say it's harming them, I mean specifically boys.
I'll stay up on panel, and then if I take a quick nap and get back on, and you're still streaming, I'll jump back on.
All right, you can bounce up a little bit. I'll keep streaming. I'll call you in a couple hours.
All right, yo, seriously, give Snowman and Orthodox Guy and anyone else with a link some motherfucking moolah. Give him some money.
Slurring your words a little bit, man.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I like money.
Yeah, because I just got done working a 12-hour shift, and then I decided to stay up for another 2, 3, 4 hours on top of that. So I'm tired.
Gotcha. All right. Well, have a good night.
I'm not gonna worry about the Dr. Chink stuff because it's kind of lame. We're gonna go over to the.
So is what I've been hearing about him true that they actually charged him with murder and gave him life?
Who?
Kamala Anthony?
Yeah.
What? He hasn't even had a trial yet.
He hasn't? Okay. I don't know what's going on because I kind of stopped following it because all the shit behind it was really starting to get out of hand with everything.
I think he's out on bond or bail or whatever.
Yeah, I know he's out. Well, he's out on house arrest.
Yeah.
They got him on house arrest.
Who? Carmelo Anthony.
The Carmelo Anthony stuff.
But what I was saying, AR, is I honestly believe if they allowed these young boys while they were in school to actually, get out their anger and energy and actually deal with bullies in a healthy manner, we'd be seeing a whole lot different turnaround on how these young men are coming up. These young men aren't learning how to deal with their they're not learning how to deal with conflict and conflict resolution in a healthy way.
Yeah, I'm not I don't think I disagree.
Oh, you can't throw nobody else on the team, no dick? See, that's that bullshit.
Bitch, ain't nobody about to throw you no dick while you out here smelling like a hot NBA locker room during double overtime in the 6th game. You've been wearing that sweater since September 1969.
Fuck you, Fred.
You fucking wish, you musky mushroom goblin bitch.
That was the wrong timing for that.
All right. Bringing it back.
I mean, that was like, literally, I'm like, where did that come from? That didn't even relate.
I could have done the shut
this bum Mike, man. Isn't
Because
he
it's
getting bullied
funny.
or something?
Yeah, it's funny.
Thank you for
Do the fingers again, Mike. Do the fingers again. Ooh.
Oh wait, are y'all? Can I have y'all on the panel together? Or are y'all fighting?
Yeah, me and Mike are cool.
All right.
Hey Flo, I liked your video about me.
Do you know
Are you dying for content? Are you dying for content?
No.
My video about him is his favorite, though.
Did you actually make one?
Oh yeah.
You should post the link.
See, I think Mike takes
Salute
shit way
Flo.
too serious. I don't think he's.
He cries out in pain as he slaps you.
Thank you. Salute to you. And that video is performing pretty well. Of course, that's a pretty good thumbnail I made. But
Well, catch us up. What's the video about?
during my last stream, was it my last one? During one of my streams recently, somebody introduced me to a channel. Mike has like several. I don't know if you'd call them fan channels or they're kind of both.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Somebody showed me one of them, and so I watched a couple of clips on mine, and it was it kept me busting up for a minute.
But
so it was just you
realize-
watching the
but-
fan channels and,
Yeah,
and commenting.
Yeah.
But you realize those pictures are superimposed, right? You put superimposed pictures of me on.
Dude, I watched this one earlier.
know, right?
Dude, he cries so
I
bad
don't
on
have
this.
titties, bro.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
No,
Some
not at
people
all.
think
Not at
you
all.
do. How did that start?
Dude, the bitch made the
None.
biggest
You've
bitch
zero
move out of this whole
before.
thing
Like,
was him threatening to fucking strike the channel.
If they're superimposed pictures.
Oh,
So you're putting superimposed pictures of another man online for content. Isn't that kind of
He
strange?
does all kinds of
Isn't
things.
that
Have you
kinda
seen his show
strange?
though? He did. That's not
No.
even.
But
near
isn't
the
that kind of
worst thing he's done for
strange?
content.
Isn't it kind of
No.
strange, bro? You are way fatter than me. Way fatter than me.
All right, but my boobs are normal size.
I don't have boobs. I don't have boobs.
That's not.
Oh, he
what
has
the video
moves.
shows.
He's
The
got
video is
moves.
superimposed.
It's
It's
super- I mean,
superimposed.
You can say
It's not
that.
real. It's not real.
Superimposed.
Anybody
It's not
can
real.
make anybody look fat these days.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like I come on camera. It's not real.
All right. Well,
So why
I'll add
would
a
you do that?
disclaimer
Why
or
would you
something.
put? Why would you put super?
a Navy
I'm gonna get you, Flo. I'm gonna get you. Why would you
But
put
y'all just told
superimposed
me y'all were
videos?
cool. What is all this?
Why would you put? No,
I
I'm
thought
asking
we
a
were
question.
cool. Now
I'm
he's telling me. Now
asking
he's
a
acting
question.
like
Why
I
would
This
you
is a
put
troll. He's
superimposed
trying to create
videos?
content.
Why would you
Yeah,
put
he is.
superimposed videos of a man, another man? That's not true. Why would you do that? For
Because it's
content?
funny,
Because your
you
channel
fuck.
know
sucks?
the answer to
Because your
that.
channel
This is
sucks.
hot.
Is that why?
Because it's hot.
Does your channel suck? Does your channel sucks? Is that why?
Gonna have to put up some more titty videos. I can tell.
I think it's your
I don't
channel's
have
doing
any.
pretty well. It
My
always
channel is
seems
doing
to
pretty
draw a
well.
crowd to me.
Don't have any. Look at me and look at you. I'm much better shape than you, bro. Much
I
better
don't
shape.
think so. I don't
Mike
think
has
so.
huge
I
hands.
think so. I think so. dude.
All right. Well, you can. How about this? I'll concede you're in better shape
I'm
than
taller
me.
than you. I don't
Yeah,
smoke. I
your
don't
boobs
chain
are
smoke.
at least
I
a
don't
cup
chain
size bigger
smoke.
than mine.
I
I've
don't
never
chain
puked on
smoke.
myself.
Mike has double D's. Flo has C's.
I don't chain smoke. I'm taller than you. Okay, and I've never sold drugs.
How tall are you? You are not taller than me.
I'm 6'3".
It's
No,
y'all
you're
like
not.
y'all are battling
I'll
for
go
some
cap.
title.
I'm 6'3". How
No,
tall
you're
are you, Flo?
Just can't
I'm
figure out
6'1".
what-
5'10", 5'10", right? 5'8", 5'9".
They're saying you're
I've
not showing your
always
whole
liked
chest.
fight. I've always liked fighting them.
I
tall
did
guys.
show my
You like fighting with tall guys?
Oh, absolutely, because they think that they're badass because they got reach, but once you get inside their reach, they're fucking worthless. Seriously.
But most people just can't get in their reach is the problem.
Yeah, it's because they're afraid to get hit. Don't be afraid to get hit in the face.
I, for one, like getting hit in the face. I'm gonna play some more of this clip.
my whole chest.
That it's misleading.
I've been online. I've been online
I'm
hundreds of
6'1".
times. No, you're not. No,
I
you're
know.
not.
I know you've showed many things.
Hundreds of
but I don't
times.
know
I mean,
if
it's
you've
look,
seen
look
your
at my
chest.
face. Look,
I know it's a really weird shape you've got there, where you don't really have a gut, but you've got tits.
I don't have tits.
Yeah,
I
you do.
don't. They don't exist.
You're not 6'3".
I am
Mike, you did
6'3".
fall asleep though on that one shot with me. I remember.
You both fell asleep.
It's a while
That's
ago.
embarrassing on a panel.
Dude, that
I mean,
one
it
where
was
he
a
fell
while ago.
asleep and
We've
puked
all
on
been
himself.
fall asleep.
He
I
was
never
wearing
fell
like-
asleep.
Dude, that one where he fell asleep and puked on himself was fucking
I was
nasty.
there with you, and it was so dead on the panel, and I had nothing else to do. And then I remember I pointed out, and it just was.
Sure.
It is what it is. And I said, Mike, what's going on under your shirt? And you had these 2 fucking honeydew melons sticking out from underneath your polo.
I don't have any.
2 honeydew
melons. They don't exist. They don't exist,
Danny,
bro.
they want to hear about the time on
They don't exist.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
VCW.
That's what we're
they don't exist. It's not there. So if you keep superimposing pictures, it's up to you. But Flo, honestly, if you want my honest opinion,
during the live
you want my honest opinion, Flo, from my honest opinion,
they superimposed?
this is my honest opinion. This is what I'm saying. Everybody in this sector piggybacks off of me. They piggyback off of my content.
You might be right.
That's it.
I ain't even gonna fight you on that. I'm just learning.
Well,
this
good. That's
myself.
settled. We want to hear about the VVCW.
And content with
how long do you want to do it?
Look at the video that Flo plays on his camera. It's funny.
Like just for tonight.
When you gentlemen the content that in my category, in the when all your name is being talked about, right?
You see the video, right?
Jeff, if you're gonna let someone
fucking moves, bro. And then he goes on to threaten to strike that channel.
Yeah, that's a bitch move, if you want my opinion.
What?
How you going to get on YouTube and talk shit about everyone else, talk trash about them, sit and say on the same stream that Flo sells drugs to children, and then get mad about a video and say you're going to strike it if they don't take it down?
Oh, there we got some live lore. We got some live lore that might be playing out. OTW is going live, and apparently the thumbnail is him and Flo. That's crazy. Do you want to watch? What was that Joe Cool talking about? I don't know. It was some shit about Oh, hold on 1 second, Dennison. I'll get that for you. That he was talking shit about the Mike guy. Apparently, I'm thinking is what Joe Cool was talking about. But so we're gonna watch. I guess we're gonna watch Dennison's video next on Mike. Bumpkin was supposed to stay and be my mouse since my mouse is broken. Yeah, no, he did speak for like a split second in there. There you go, Dennison. Are you still wanting to talk about the Kamalo Anthony stuff, or was that just you?
No, I was just shooting the shit with AR. It's up to him. I don't mind. I don't care.
We can talk about.
We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about.
I mostly stick to like the.
I don't know. Depending on if OTW lies in this stream.
Hey, why don't you be nice and let AR actually answer you?
I didn't hear him speaking. I didn't even know he was talking.
Well, that's because every time he went to speak, your loud ass mouth spoke over him.
Yeah, racist.
It's my show. Oh.
Oh.
It's my show, dumbass.
Bob.
I will take my advanced mod privileges.
No, I don't care. Talk about that. We can talk about wait. We can always talk about Trump. There's always some shit to talk about what that idiot's doing.
I haven't been paying attention to politics since I've been doing the YouTube drama shill bit. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief.
Plus, it's pretty redundant and gives a headache.
Yeah.
Well, not everything Trump is doing.
Yeti, I did.
I'm just saying. Yeah, just like 90% of it. It's either stupid or the way he's going about it is stupid.
I'll say this much: the tariff thing that everybody was freaking out about turned out to go exactly the opposite of what they thought.
It went the opposite from what they thought because the retard paused all the tariffs.
I thought that it was a 10% global tariff now.
Yeah, which
all across the board for everybody, making it equal for everybody. Because, dude, the thing that people gotta
compared to what
understand
it
is
started at was 145, or what it was at when people were talking about these things, which was 145 plus on China, 25%, 50, whatever it was for Canada, talking about a trade war with the EU, and then he
yeah, but
paused
that
all the
you know how
so
much they were tariffing us,
you can't
right?
say you can who cares?
What do you mean? Who cares?
Who cares? If they
How are
tariff,
we?
if
How
they
do we?
tariff
How do
us,
we?
that's their
How
loss.
does our industry make money if they're tariffing us more than we can sell it for?
I don't know. It seems that we've managed quite well so far. Like which industry?
Me personally, I don't have a problem with it because we've been in a trade war with China for like the last 30 years, dude.
Okay, which industry, which U.S. industry does not make money because of tariffs?
Oh,
I never said that.
Oh, right. I got the video up for us. This is Denison's mic video. It is the milkman side field edition.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. He looks like he was about to jerk off. Let me roll that
Why
back.
does he keep smelling his finger like that? He just put his hand in his pants.
Oh my god!
And then he sniffed it.
He touched his. He pulled his hand out of his fucking pants.
This isn't Denison. This isn't where he whips his shit out on stream, is it?
No, this is when he like scratched his balls and then
let me get
a yeah, and then rubbed it on his face a little.
And then he sniffed it.
Jesus Christ.
Roll it. Oh my god.
Smell my finger.
No. He found that super fucking fast. You see how fast these people work? You walked in the wrong motherfucking room, fucking with the wrong batch of people.
Truth is making the actual troll face right now.
Okay, Rebel.
Tonic, what the fuck, bro? Oh my
god. He sniffs it twice. I just went back and I watched the footage. He sniffs his fucking fingers twice.
Yeah.
He couldn't get it.
You gotta be sure, you know.
Everybody knows you don't double check.
Gotta be that right, you know.
Unfucking believable.
Did you just double dip that?
He double dipped.
Double dipped? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He double dipped. You double dipped. Double dip.
He went a little cross-eyed after he smelled it the second time.
Look, he's like breathing that in. Look he's closing his eyes. Look, the man's closing his eyes like he's listening to a fucking Enya song from 1995. Who can say where the road goes?
That was a perfectly timed edit.
He said it. What the fuck?
Alright, so and then he goes for the sequel. Why does he go for the sequel?
The Parmesano Reggiano.
The king of cheeses.
We are here to have fun, but shit can get a little sticky from time to time. I don't know. What's
Not as sticky as his homeboy's finger, though.
That's nasty work.
That guy, man.
That's really bad. That's really bad.
He's just this fucking slob of a human being. He's drinking out of a fucking milk carton on his couch. Look at this.
Dude, the picture in the background make me think he's sitting on his mom's couch right now for real.
Look at this guy. Dude, the ride never ends with this fucking guy.
What
the fuck is it?
All right. With that being said,
He was drinking from the milk jug like a savage.
I don't see a problem with it.
Oh, wild. You drink from the milk jug like a savage?
Yeah,
I do everything like a savage.
It's a savage.
It made for excellent content for John Galt here, though. That's the best part about it. And then John took it over to his panel and did it again, and that's the end of the video.
Oh shit, Dennison, what's up, dude? I didn't even realize that was you.
Yeah, what's up?
Wild.
What's up there, John Golf?
Hey guys.
Pretty handy.
John Golf.
John Golf, you're such a...
Oh man, I just fucking love you, John.
A few moments later.
Yeah, not worried about.
Is he scratching his balls and sniffing it?
Yeah.
That's how you get pink eye, man.
Yo. What up, JG?
Yeah. You boys.
Holy shit.
You boys.
That was great. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that made me retard laugh. Okay.
That was great. I really can't stand Mike. He's got a really punchable face.
Anyways, that's why Mike doesn't like me.
Hey, that was good work, Dennison. That was great work right there.
To be fair, I did take the video down off my channel. Because it seemed like maybe it hurt his feelings a little too badly.
Oh, when I know they do that, I leave them up and then I make multiples of it.
Dennison's actually a good person, though. Shit. Let's see. Did y'all see John Galt got arrested?
Yeah,
Well, not arrested. He got detained and then let go.
Yeah, I saw that.
Who's that?
That was wild. The urban landlord gentleman that's usually on Be Brave stuff.
Was it legal? Was it a legal detention or was the cop out of line?
Let me see if I can find it for you. Let me see if I can actually find it for you because I think he took the stream down where he got arrested, but I believe it was out of line because he basically pulled up and was just asking questions, and then the black lady police officer got really upset with him and said it's people like him that are responsible for these young black kids shooting up areas, and he goes, "How the fuck am I responsible for that?" He's like, it's anything but their problem, right? And then like he basically smarted off to a black woman, and then a white cop started yelling at him, and then they finally detained him, and then they let him go a couple hours later.
So all they wanted to do is play, tippy tap with his crotch.
Pretty much. They were mad.
Well, you can beat the rap, but you can't beat the ride.
Right.
And by the way, like Richard's saying, they got him on a technicality. Well, technically, that's illegal too. So even if they're like you did break a law, if a cop is charging you and it's demonstrable that they're doing it out of retaliation, that's also considered illegal.
See, if I knew they was doing it out of retaliation, I'd escalate it so I could get a lawsuit.
Right. Yeah.
Go ahead, taser me, all three of you motherfuckers.
Yep. And I can't wait to tell the judge when I appeal, because the local judge is going to take your side. But when I appeal it, I can't wait for them to tell the judge that the reason why you beat my ass and tased me was because my scooter was parked on the sidewalk. Can't wait for that to be the valid reason for the stop and the detention. Please make it so.
I beg you.
That's going to look real well for you.
I can't find the video that he made on it, but yeah, it was wild. It was wild indeed. He may have took it down. I don't know if he's gonna plan anything with it. If anybody has it, just drop the link. But no, it was complete and utter bullshit. He just pissed off a female black cop. Is all that happened.
Yeah, that was Keisha was mad. That's why he got detained.
There's only one real law out on the street, and that's contempt of cop.
Yeah.
Dude, they're guilty of doing that every day.
I get told, like, how can I have the views I have and still maintain the belief of fuck the police? Like, it's because it's universal, bro. Nobody likes cops.
No, it's nobody likes fucking nobody likes crooked cops is what it is, dude.
A lot of people like cops.
A lot of gay people.
There ain't nothing worse than a fucking crooked ass cop. Just saying.
Like, all I'm saying is if you like cops, I'm going to question if you've had a dick in your mouth or not. If you're a guy.
I don't know, like, if I question your actual sexual preferences, but I might suspect you of being a feminist.
Fair enough.
I'm straight omerta when it comes to that shit. Like, I will not call another man to handle my problems. I don't care what it is.
What's up, Ivan?
What's up? How's it going, fellas? Long time no see, Ortho. How's it going, man?
It's going well, and I'm glad to have you back. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Taking a walk.
Ivan, you're from Eastern Europe, right?
Bulgaria, yeah, the Balkans.
How do you feel about cops?
How do I feel about cops? Oh man, they're too lazy. The one thing I like about cops is if I see a gypsy in my country, I can call the cops. I can tell them, you see that gypsy monkey over there? I need you to beat the shit out of him. We're going to put a weapon on him. And if needed, I'm going to testify in court in your favor. And they'll gladly do it.
Yeah, they'll come get them gypsies, man. They don't like them.
Yeah. But
you know, the cops would be a lot better if you could get their corruption on demand like that.
The last 4 years, the cops have been too lazy, man.
I was going to say, aren't the gypsies basically like the blacks over there?
Oh, they're not so violent. Not so violent, to be honest.
No, I mean, as far as the way the cops look at them, that's how they treat them.
Yeah, that's how they look at them. But in a sense, they're not as violent. They just, shit. They're just shitty people.
They're just fucking dirty people, is all they are.
Exactly.
Well,
they do the same shit everywhere.
They're like hippies that speak pig Latin.
Yeah,
Hey, that's what I was hoping. Since we're talking about cops, we could get the one and only old school Joe Cool on.
Yeah.
But no, I just don't like the police.
I don't even really.
Yeah, I can't respect somebody who like do the state's dirty work.
That'll go out and violate their oath to office willingly.
Imagine walking into another man's home and then feeling like you had the authority to like split up his family over some shit you didn't even see.
Right.
How often do you guys interact with cops?
Quite frequently for me.
Okay, when's the last time you interacted with a cop?
2 days ago.
Why?
Crime in my neighborhood. They wanted to question, see if I saw anything. I told them to fuck off.
Okay, when's the last time you interacted in a way that you were being stopped and frisked or something like that?
When they were searching for my brother last year, they demanded that I give him his whereabouts when I didn't see him in 2 weeks. They literally broke my constitutional rights by coming to my house and searching for him because they thought I was harboring a fugitive not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, not 5 times, not 6 times, not 7 times, not 8 times, not 9 times.
Did they have a warrant?
But no, they did not. Neither time, and they
so
no, I did not let I did not let them in. They busted through the door each and every
so they busted
time.
through, and you haven't taken that to court.
I have not found a lawyer that will take it because I live in a high crime area, and they have a high likelihood of getting off. Every time somebody from the area I lives in takes it to court, they lose.
Doubt.
You can exit out all the fuck you want. I don't care.
Because it's not about it's not about the local. When you take that to court and you take it, it'll go past just your local judge.
Okie dokie. I haven't been able to find a lawyer.
How many people have the money, time, and resources to do that, though?
Not a lot.
Because I'm here to tell you, in a lot of these small towns, it doesn't go no farther than the magistrate.
It's gotten to the point where I've outright had to tell them I will shoot you if you keep violating my constitutional rights.
Do you doubt that the cops kick people's doors in without a warrant? You doubt that?
I doubt that it happens so frequently. Yeah.
What is so frequently?
I think that if the vast majority, it does not happen. That's not
most of the warrants that are served. If you look at statistics are in the middle of the night, no knock rates.
Yeah, like the vast majority of
which
what?
I don't agree with.
Of overall police interactions,
police
or
interactions at a house. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with you that a vast majority of police interactions that occur at a house don't involve them kicking in a door, but that doesn't really say anything.
Well, it does say something, because if I'm going to paint a whole organization or industry or job title or anything like that as bad, or have this, all cops are bad attitude, then I would expect it to be,
I had a buddy that was living down in Pickle, Ohio, man, and he was in his house, had the back screen door open. It was the middle of the summer, man, and had a cop walk in his house and arrest him while he was having a fucking diabetic fucking seizure, because the cop didn't know he was having a diabetic seizure.
I'm still trying to follow the logic that
have happened. That's not what I'm
saying. Yeah. I'm still trying to follow the logic on how it has to be a majority of interactions, though,
It doesn't have to be a majority. It just has to be some significant amount for me to say all cops are bad.
Oh, okay. Well, you said a majority a second ago. So what's significant amount?
You asked me what I meant by what I had said, and I said I think that the vast majority of instances at a house don't involve them kicking down the door.
AR, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, I'm asking you for your standards.
Some significant amount. I don't know what that arbitrary standard is, but I would definitely say.
Okay, well,
maybe 1 in 5.
I submit to you the whole point is moot then. If
1 in 5,
if it's arbitrary.
Okay,
well, I agree that it's an arbitrary standard too, and so we should reject it.
We can do.
And we should just go over the fact that it happens at all, and that it's supported both legally and culturally, and that's the problem. No matter what the percentage is.
We can say like there's cops that do this, and there's some departments in these small towns that feel like they can get away with it, and that we should address that. But that doesn't.
And they almost always get away with it.
Clarifying question.
What's up?
How do you believe that? You said that not all cops are bad, and I agree with you on that. But do you also would you agree with the fact that if someone who's quote unquote not a bad cop watches a bad cop do bad shit to people and doesn't do anything about it, does that not make him a bad cop then by default?
No, I don't think I would say that. No.
Why not?
I think he should testify though.
Wow.
If it comes to court.
You don't think a cop I
don't think that if a citizen watches another citizen get beat and they don't step in to stop it, doesn't make them a bad.
Well, we'll see the difference between that statement right there is citizens that don't willingly, sign paperwork saying that they will, police the citizenry. Cops, on the other hand, do sign paperwork saying that they will police the citizenry, even if that's their own people.
Yeah, they're not given a monopoly on violence, whereas police are. And that's where they're supposed to gain their authority too.
Yeah,
the authority is supposed to be because they enforce laws and keep neighborhoods safe.
Sure. If you're a cop and you see or help or whatever another cop violate certain rights, then sure you're a bad cop too.
Okay.
Cops ain't shit but a fucking gang, and they should be dealt with like gangbangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once they're policed the way they police us, until then it's not going to change.
Well,
why would I give up my home and land because of some bullshit when I can fix it with never mind, I gotta stop.
Well, not only that, that's a disingenuous argument to tell people that you should just move from where you're at, because not everybody's capable of just up and moving, and you know that.
I think most people.
Yeah, that's like
most people really aren't, dude.
Especially to a neighborhood where the police aren't going to abuse you. Those are going to be the most expensive places in the entire country.
Yeah, you're just waving the white flag and allowing the
pigs to take over.
Exactly.
Okay, have you voted locally?
Yes, I do, and I do vote for my sheriff, and I vote every time.
Do you go to your town council meetings?
Yes.
No, you guys don't.
Yes, I do.
How the fuck are you gonna tell us?
My town council is literally a block away from my house, dude. Why wouldn't I?
When are the meetings?
Mine
is every third Wednesday.
Ours is every second and fourth Tuesday of the month.
Then we got two. And you guys bring this up to your town council, and nothing happens.
Every
where I live
time,
now,
but
dude, I
I'm
haven't
more
brought
concerned-
anything up.
Every time, but unfortunately, I'm more concerned with the ravenous blacks and the meth heads than I am the corrupt police.
Okay, so okay.
Because here's the thing: I've had 2 guns stolen in the past 5 years. That one of them found their way to Macon and was used in a murder. And then I've also had my house broken into by meth heads.
Yeah, so I would recommend.
Hey, can I ask you, what did
living in
the
a shitty place.
meth heads steal? Did they steal food or something?
Generally, they steal copper.
Yeah, that's
they
steal
do steal food, yeah. But here's the thing: to me, there is, and I said this to be brave, and I got shouted at. There is virtually little difference between a black stealing a gun and a meth head coming in your house and stealing literally everything else.
Yeah, of course.
You know what's funny?
Guys, I gotta run soon, but if you want to hear some chaos on TikTok, just follow me, Ivan90 Balkan. Last night I was talking some geopolitics with some folks, and some bitch from Somalia that lives in Minnesota showed up, and she was like Stanley and Ben trapped in the body of a Somali bitch with a big forehead. And
You
finally,
should post your link in the
before she
back
left,
check.
I
I
went
want
there
to see that.
saying, "Listen, dumb bitch, listen. I know there's a lot of airplanes that land on that big foreheads on daily basis, but this is not the place. I don't do political debates with my own wife and she gives me coochie. Why would I do it with some ugly Somali bitch with a big forehead online?"
It sounds like they could have landed the ISS on her forehead.
Well, of course. Oh my gosh, camped up for like a few seconds. I was like, what the fuck? Oh my lord.
She got a forehead. She got an aircraft carrier head.
Ivan90 Balkan on TikTok. Ivan90 Balkan on TikTok. If you wanna follow me, folks. See ya. Have a good one.
Hey, just put your link in the back chat.
Yeah, put your damn it.
What's crazy is you've had your house broken into by the cops more often than the meth heads.
That's the wild part, ain't it?
Well, my problem with the cops was
I've also had more shit taken from me by the police than
my biggest issue with
the methods.
My biggest issue with the cops was when my house was broken into and we were home invaded by 6 motherfuckers in the middle of the night. I literally lived like 2 blocks from the auxiliary, or not the auxiliary, but the township police department of the township that I lived in. And I lived like 5 minutes away from the sheriff's department, the county jail. And after they left and we called them, it still took them almost 40 minutes to get to my house. And then when they got there, they tried to accuse me of first. They tried to accuse me of insurance fraud, having somebody come and rob me so I could claim it on my insurance. And then when they found out I didn't have insurance, they tried to accuse me of having a bad drug deal gone wrong.
Cool, Joe. Cool. How you doing? How you feel about the police?
I don't like the police. I hate that dude exited before I got up here, but I see a lot of ignorant whiteness up here. I'll be content. We can talk about the police, or we can talk about you low IQ fucks with no critical thinking skills. Either one of is cool.
I suddenly like the police now.
I actually had respect for the police until they did that shit to me when me and the wife got robbed.
Back to blue until it happens to you.
Yes.
I've never had respect for police.
Same.
Yes, the snowman, that shows lack of critical thinking skills. If you couldn't sit back and notice that they were fucked up, it take them to do it to you.
Joe. Prior to that, I never really had any interaction with them.
You never seen YouTube, TV,
other than the small town that I lived in and grew up in. I just chalked it up as I grew up there, and that's why I had problems with the cops.
90% of people never have any interaction with the police at all in this country.
Yeah, so I'm
which
thinking
implies that they're really not that corrupt if 90% of people aren't facing that.
Oh, that guy is still here.
Yeah, it's only a problem if you're the other 10%. And to be fair, most people who call the police are satisfied
If
think
these
police
small police departments were so corrupt, and we're doing this to so many different people in the city or in the little town that they're in, they'd be replaced.
No.
You understand.
Is this guy trolling?
He must be right. The small towns are the worst, man.
You
The most
understand?
corrupt. The judge literally has enough space in
Is
the
that the
cop.
majority of the
Look
small,
up the-
the
look up
majority of
the
the people in
rate-
these small towns don't
Look
get
up the rate at which
treated
police
like this,
officers
which means that they
abuse
don't
their
find
wives.
No offense,
You know,
but you
actually, it's
sound like
worse
you're
in
either
small towns
trolling or
because
you're talking out of your ass.
No, it's worse in small towns because in small towns they literally make a lot of their rulings and arrests based on your social status.
What are you based? What do you guys call in a small town?
Anywhere between 5 and 10,000 people in the
That
county.
that'll do for me. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
I could go smaller than that.
Yeah, I think that might be.
I could go a little larger too.
Anything around there, the judge is literally
You think
having
5 to
lunch.
15,000 is medium?
I think it's getting up there. Yeah, like obviously you have like the large cities and whatnot.
Are we
but
letting
most cities
Imperius
aren't
up?
like 1 million people. Why not?
Yeah, Imperious.
Yeah.
Imperious.
Fuck
Hold on
yeah.
a minute. How do you feel about the police, Imperious?
Who, me?
Yeah,
About the police in my area?
about police in general.
I think in general, bro.
I mean, I think they're a necessary evil. I mean, I don't think
Well,
it's.
as long as you got the evil part right, as long as you got that part right.
Well,
yeah, I think it's.
Imperius,
a net.
don't you think it'd be beneficial though for the police to actually go to law school while they're going to the academy and actually learn the law?
I mean, I guess, but again, this is like the balance. Like I will always side more on tyranny and control more than anarchy and freedom.
Well, see, I think a citizen militia is better at tyranny. And
Like
control.
I fear the mob more than I fear a state.
I don't fear the mob at all, dude.
No,
that's because we live in a country that, you know.
But that's the thing, because
mob
you've never
is the
seen a
problem, not
mob.
the state has
You've
one.
never seen the mob. Until you've been to a place where people like literally in a mob rip people's limbs off and start eating them,
What
you
the
don't
fuck is he
understand what the
talking
mob
about?
is.
Are
I mean,
you just
to Imperius's point, even though
he's got no
wrong for most
fucking
of
point.
it
He's
the
talking
last
about
time we
people
talked.
ripping off arms and eating people.
Are you serious? Why don't you look up some of the riots in Brazil and the Middle East and in Africa? What happens?
He does have a point.
No, he does not have a fucking point.
They do. Joko, you can look it up on Live Leak and Gore's websites. They do literally rip people limb.
No,
Yeah,
that is
dude,
not my
riots are
point.
like
Wait,
unlawful riots, like where people are just in a big mob going crazy. Is
Wait,
the
wait,
scariest
hold
thing.
on. Let's back up and slow down a little bit.
You can literally just go to things that.
Hold on, let Joko.
Yeah, I liked. Yeah, let's slow down. When you said, "Have you seen a mob?" Are there any mobs in the United States? So do we have to go to Brazil somewhere? Are there any mobs
No,
in the
there's
United
no
States
out
that we
of
can
control
talk
mob
about?
here. There's no out of control mob.
All right. I thought you were talking about
I
something
mean,
else.
what was Chaz if not an out of control mob?
Yeah, ours wasn't an out of control mob because at any one time,
that was just a music festival. What are you talking about?
The ones that
Dude,
took
this is
over
what
downtown
you don't.
Seattle or
Okay,
whatever?
I came on for no reason. Like, I don't want to hear idiots talking. The reason why it's uncontrolled is because you have an F-16 that could drop a simple ordnance bomb and wipe them all out.
I mean, they could have done that in Brazil too. Brazil has
No, they couldn't. They don't have that kind of weaponry.
They do have.
Number one, number two,
they
the
don't have jet
citizenry.
fighters. They don't
Number
have jet
two, the citizenry. You're just arguing to argue.
Does
What is
Brazil's military have jet fighters?
what is the loyalty of the U.S. military compared to the loyalty of the Brazilian military?
Does the Brazilian military?
What is
jet
the
fighters, does have
loyalty of the U.S. military
Because
compared to the Brazilian military?
Iraq under Saddam did just fine with their attack helicopters until they got.
Yeah. What again, sir? And
They
how?
didn't have
And
the weapon-
again,
they didn't have the weaponry
sir.
that the
So
US
you're
had, and
arguing to argue. You're arguing to argue. What is the?
No,
What
I'm-
is the?
I'm-
Who is the
I'm
loyalty?
talking the point.
Who is the
Chaz was an
loyalty?
out of control mob.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, well that's your opinion. I agree.
No, it wasn't because you
I
didn't
think a lot
have
of these-
hundreds
I
of
think a lot of
bodies.
the
You didn't have
BLM
hundreds of.
A lot of
You know, it's really hard to understand you niggas when y'all talking.
Well, Garion won't stop talking. Every time it comes up, he tries to match my intellect, but he'll never be able to do it.
That's not Garion.
I don't care. They're all the same. They sound the same. I don't care. It's someone who's intellectually deficient.
To be fair, Gary
the
and
fact
AR
is,
do
is
sound
that
a lot alike.
is that in Chaz, you didn't have hundreds of bodies with limbs ripped apart, intestines ripped open, people set on fire. You don't know what a mob is. Come down to me when I used to go down and build homes down in South America and see what a mob is. You've never seen a mob. You're so spoiled, dude. You don't know what a mob. You've never been anywhere there's
How
a
big are
mob.
these mobs?
Thousands of people.
Okay, and how many people do they kill?
Hundreds. Sometimes other thousands.
Oh, so thousands of mobs running through the streets killing other
Yeah,
thousands.
yeah. Do you understand what happens in
Are you talking about an
favelas?
actual- are you talking
Do you
about an
understand what happens in favelas?
Are you talking about an actual gang war?
No, dude. See, now you're talking about a gang war compared to a mob. It's the same
asking
thing.
you.
No, Garen, I don't need to answer some autist. You're an autist and you're asking questions to try to seem smart when you're not.
It seems like you're moving the conversation
No,
to this
there's
very small thing of mob in
you
South
don't know what a
America.
mob
For what
is,
reason?
and you've
We're
never
talking
seen a
about
mob.
cops and shit, and you want to talk about
This is
niggas in
all I
South
took. This is
America.
all I
What are you
took, Orthodox, for me to take over.
Gentlemen, please do not feed the trolls.
No, this is all I took. You have too many autists on here. Like the thing is Garion gets some kind of hypomania when he sees me pop up. He's probably shaking and
This is a
sweating with
random
the excitement.
independent.
Well, whatever his name is, I don't care his name. They're the same person to me. They're stupid.
Same person.
So
I don't
you are,
know who
you're
Gary
just
is.
as stupid. You and him are just as stupid. You're both
I gotta
autists and
hear.
you're both
Do
stupid.
you have a video? I want to see.
You're both autists and you're both stupid. And you ask,
We're all autists on this channel right
no, I'm not an autist.
You are, sir.
No, sir. I
don't
was
know if you've ever- I guess we've
living a
never
beautiful
talked-
life at the
I know-
beach in my house.
Listen, we
No,
know our
sir.
own.
I was
We
living
know
a
our own,
beautiful
buddy.
weekend at the beach at my house.
That's fine.
You're the
Elon Musk
autist that lives in
Musk-
front of a computer.
Elon Musk lives on the beach all the time, and he's still
No, he doesn't, sir. He actually lives in his office.
He does
No, he
whatever
lives in his
wants.
office.
He
That's
could-
why
he
he's an
could.
autist like
He
you.
could. He could.
He's an
Bill
autist
Gates-
like you. He
Bill
lives in
Gates-
his office.
Bill Gates will chill on the beach too, and he's
Yeah,
still
he's an autist too.
Yeah, and he'll still chill on the beach. So you
No,
chilling on
he
the beach
doesn't. He has a
nothing to do
house.
with
He has
your
a house
autist
in
or not.
Washington
Yeah,
that
it
the
has
rooms
nothing to do with
change
whether you're
color
an autist or not.
per his
Nothing
emotions.
to do with it.
You're,
Hey, I'm
yeah, no, it
autistic
does.
too. I cannot hear with two niggas talking over each other.
Well,
Shit's no
Gary,
fucking.
Shut all the way the fuck up until you reach the top of Shut Fuck Mountain where there are no more fuck ups to shut.
I mean, I just don't understand why you have an autist even talking.
Dicks and just talk.
Yeah.
No, it's called very simple. None of you have seen a mob. None of you
He
have
was
seen a
wrong,
mob.
by the way. It was no more fucks to shut up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the difference is that Garion refuses to believe that I'm always right. That's the issue. I'm always right, Garion. Just assume it.
Regardless. All right.
Yeah,
No, I'm always right. There's no whatever. I am always right.
Let's have
in
this
everything all the
conversation
time.
strictly about America and only America.
Yeah, and that's my point. None of you have seen a mob.
Yeah. So Imperius has this habit of every time he hops on.
No, Garion once again has a habit of trying to equate himself to me, but he'll never reach that level.
All black people sound alike.
They do. Now the issue with Garion is, as I said in the beginning, you're reinforcing my point. None of you have seen a mob.
Every time he hops on a stream, he just.
So none of you have seen a mob, Garion. Are you going to refute me on that?
I can turn up my mic too.
No, Garion, none of you have seen a mob. That's my argument.
A mob is relative. So if we're
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. There's actually courses in college of what a mob is.
A bad city.
You actually, do you know there's courses on what a mob is?
A bad city.
Okay, I'm not going to talk until Gary.
Alrighty, Joe Cool, please come back if you don't mind. If you dropped due to annoyance, please come back if you don't mind. I was looking forward to talking to you. Sorry for whatever that is. I'll bring them back up in a second. I had to regain some semblance of control. Hey, old school, what's up?
Hey, man, I don't mind anything he's saying, but I can't hear nobody else because he's talking over every fucking body. I want to hear everybody's points.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be a brat or nothing.
Yeah, no, somebody mentioned Brat? Brat Breaking Bad? Nah, I feel you on that. I'm about to bring them back up in a little bit.
Yeah, I love to hear their arguments and shit, but
yeah, you do have educated people, and whether people like to admit it or not, Imperius is educated and
he's bright as fuck. Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
but he has a complex about him.
Yeah,
maybe it's warranted, maybe it's not. I don't know.
Inferiority.
He also
is
says
what it is.
colossally stupid shit, though, and some shit that's factually incorrect. And he makes a habit out of it. So I'm not sure what you mean by bright. Good at arguing or yelling over people?
I saw him making some points on somebody panel. It was just two people talking. He wasn't yelling over people. He was just doing some talking. This was just yesterday or something. I was like, this nigga's pretty bright. Why do people hate him? I see why people hate him. He's like 10th man. He's got to be the star of the fucking show and talk all over everybody and think, yeah, woohoo, it's a victory. I won because I yelled and changed the show. That's weird shit, man. That's kid shit, insecure shit. Can't nobody respect that bullshit. If he really thought he had an argument or some intelligence, he could fucking talk. Orthodox, if you talking, we can't hear you.
We lost the
There we-
B-Man.
Okay.
You guys are
Gentlemen.
giant pussies. I explained it very simply. Okay, it takes all of
I
you
am
guys to mute
one
because you run
big
from me like a
giant
little
pussy.
bitch, number one. Number two, I explained that the loyalty of the Brazilian military is completely different than the loyalty of the United States military, you fucking idiots. You are fucking stupid. And now, why don't you read up on an intellectual article that I just posted on the mentality of what a mob is? There's a very specific identification of what a mob is, you stupid fucking autist.
Is this
This
it
is what I'm
right
saying.
here?
I'm never wrong in anything. I am God coming down from on high, delivering you faggots the Ten Commandments.
All right, Imperious.
No,
What is
I'm never
what is
wrong, and I take it as a
what is
direct
the what
insult
is
that you
the issue,
breathe the
folks?
same air when I'm breathing it.
Like, I don't care. I've killed
Shut
people.
your
I don't
fucking
care.
mouth when I'm speaking.
It,
All of you.
it is my show.
And this is
Yeah.
I think he's saying that this is going to explain what a mob is to us. I am looking forward to a scene where, by definition, a mob must rip people's arms off and eat them in order to be considered a mob. I hope that's in this article.
No, I don't think Imperious was saying that.
Oh,
You
whoever was saying you've never seen a mob, whichever one of them
no,
was saying that shit.
he was speaking to the brutality that they can quite easily get.
But
And
it's irrelevant.
South American mobs tend to get very brutal.
Why do you
and they
think he
have
pulled it?
cannibalism.
Why do you think he pulled it to that area? Right? South American mobs was not, we're talking about police. He pulled it there because he has a certain expertise there that he thinks other people don't have. He could shine there. It's just insecure nonsense so that he can claim a quick victory. Ain't nobody battling you, bruh. Stop feeling so fucking insecure.
Well, I'm gonna read this article, and I'm gonna read these two paragraphs in this article. I'm gonna bring it back up. What happens when people gather in
keep him
crowd?
down. Actually.
No, I actually like Imperious.
How are we gonna have any conversation? How about
he's
leave him
doing
down so
well?
we can have a conversation about it first. What do you mean he's doing well? As soon as he got on here, he started yapping again.
No, I'm talking about Orthodox guy. If he keeps over talking, nigga, he putting them down. But I'd like to see him.
I'm gonna bring him back up. Imperious is always gonna be welcome on my show.
I prefer that too.
Yeah, I'll just knock him the fuck down when he starts monologuing. Because if he wants to monologue and call himself a god, he can do that on his own show.
Exactly.
What happens when people gather in crowds, whether for political rallies, protests, football games, or religious pilgrimages? Stephen Reicher, PhD of St. Andrews University in Scotland, discusses why mob mentality is a myth, other misconceptions about crowd behavior, the role of leaders in groups, and what we can learn from re-examining some classic psychology studies on obedience to authority, and what we've learned about leaders, followers, group identity, and collective behavior from the COVID-19 pandemic.
I'm interested already.
About the expert Stephen Reicher, PhD. Stephen is the Bishop Wardlaw Professor in the School of Psychology and Neuroscience at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland.
Okay.
He is an expert in group psychology and collective behavior. His recent research can be grouped into three areas. The first is an attempt to develop a model of crowd action that accounts for both social determination and social change. The second concerned the construction of social categories through language and action. The third concerned political rhetoric and mass mobilization, especially around the issue of national identity. Riker is a fellow of the British Academy and the Royal Science of Edinburgh. So, oh, okay, it's a podcast, is what it is.
You want to play it and listen, or no? Either way,
Yeah,
I think I'd love to hear about what people think about why mobs do what they do. And he started off saying the myths. I mean, what myths? I thought it is mob mentality is a real thing.
Hold on, I have somebody. Oh nah. I'm sorry. Andrew is funny on his own rights, but every time he's talked to Imperious BTFO.
I've crushed him. Dude, I literally I throw fucked his wife. What are you talking about?
Like I don't know.
Like, do you understand? I know everything about him. I know exactly where he grew up. I knew who he went to high school with. I know dude, he grew up 50 miles from me. And I was the popular kid in the entire Southern. You know what? You guys are fucking stupid. You have no idea.
Insecurity showing
No,
again,
it's not
bro.
insecurity. It's just that I
You
enjoy
always
abusing people
bragging.
beneath
You
me.
think it comes
No,
off
I
as
just
tough.
enjoy
It
abusing
reeks
people
of
beneath me.
insecurity.
No, it reeks of narcissism and
just saying.
sociopathy. No, it reeks of narcissism and sociopathy because I don't think you're human. So anything I do to you is justified.
That's just
Do you know what
nonsense,
causes
bro.
narcissism, bro?
Insecurity. Fear.
Success, continued
No,
success.
definitely not.
Actually, it does. I think you should read difference between incorporated narcissism and objective narcissism. You should really read more. And this is the atheist. Isn't this
one
the
of those
atheist
would
that I
say
almost got to
success is
kill
the
himself
cause.
when I argued with him on John's show? Tell me why butt fucking kids is wrong, Denizen. Because I thought Dennison almost killed himself after I dealt with him that one time on. So if you want to go down that road again, you little shit stain. No, it's not insecurity. It's I like abusing you. There's nothing abusing. The only insecurity I have is when I don't have a good day that I get to abuse people that are inferior to me. No, this guy, look at, he's inferior to me.
Fine, non-TS terms.
No, I'm just saying. I think I remember. No, Denizen. I think he almost tried to off himself after I was done with him on John's show, and he went off and he disappeared from the internet for like 6 months after I was done with him. So, Denizen, do you want to relive your PTSD with me again, or are you gonna shut your fucking pie hole? Thank you.
Can't we hear this?
Dude, I am the angel of death on this platform. Don't fuck with me, kids.
I just want to go ahead.
Don't know how to properly
point out
pronounce sociopathy.
Or Orthodox. I blame
and
you
why
for
is
this, not him.
sociopathy wrong? You punk bitch. Look at this laugh like some ghetto stoner. Look at him.
What did I do?
This person has no validity in any conversation whatsoever. He's not a serious person. And it might be a drug thing. Like it's always seemed like it's a drug thing with him. So like when he's not on whatever it is that he's on, or he's on the right balance of meds he's supposed to be taking, then he changes and almost becomes a person. But when he's like this, it's just ugh.
Counterproductive.
I get that, but you gotta tar and wrangle him. You gotta put a lasso.
No, he's getting more tarded. Every time you put him backstage and bring him back, he gets more tarded than he was.
Well, see, here's the thing, and like I said, I like Imperious, but it's like I'm a natural father, right?
Well,
I'm good at taking care of people. I'm very kind. I'm very loving.
Okay.
And it's kind of like when you have a really rambunctious young man or a small child.
I like it, Orthodox.
And they have to get that energy out. So
I dig it.
As you play with them, they're going to get more and more excited. They're going to try to have more and more rambunctious games. And
it's easier if you just punch your kid in the face and get it over with.
Yeah, you don't let those kids like go on CNN and talk about.
They would definitely. I would definitely spank them.
And you don't let them breed. You don't let them breed. You don't let them
they would
have
definitely
free.
get a spanking.
You don't let them have free reign in public places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, they would definitely get a spanking. What I'm saying is, you got to let the little fella tucker himself out.
Well, look, he thinks he's back there. He says, "I won again." There you go. Let him stay back there.
I told you, it's
the best thing for him. He won.
What is this? Okay, all right. Imperious is gonna have to be mad. This one is empirically true. To be fair. But you just gotta let him tucker himself out, and
all right, cops, crowds, mob behavior. Let's figure something out.
Yeah, y'all want to watch?
We're not going to listen to this hour-long podcast to figure out who pulled it out of his ass and doesn't know what he's talking about, are we?
Yeah.
We're really not going to do that.
I didn't know it was an hour.
I mean, the dude doesn't know facts about things. So you're not going to make us watch this random podcast just so that at the end we could be like, that had nothing to do with what he said.
No, I don't care about what Imperious is talking about. How the group think is interesting.
Yeah, the group think aspect.
An hour though.
That's what I didn't know it was an hour to use that.
Yeah, I didn't either. It's only 45 minutes, but
let's do a minute here and there then. All right, maybe not.
All right, no, we can do a minute here and there because I am curious we can skim through because I am curious as what it says.
Pandemic has brought into sharp focus why it's so important to understand the psychology of group behavior. In many places, the course of the pandemic turned on how government leaders communicated with the public and whether people followed, ignored, or fought the advice of public health officials. The pandemic was a shock to most of us, but the behavioral questions it raised have long preoccupied psychologists. What makes people follow authority figures or reject them?
All right, pause.
Identity affect people.
Well, so far we're talking about a particular type of mob. I think she said it in the opening, but we're talking about those who follow authority. This one is a little different. It's kind of obvious. I think we're familiar with. But I just want to point out that this won't apply to the baseball crowd or or other, spontaneous mobs. The activists they were talking about, authority. They've got all sorts of propaganda.
After an Ohio State Michigan game.
That type of shit. Yeah, that type of shit.
Well, not only that. This is specifically talking about the mob mentality of COVID-19 as well.
Agree. So maybe this is less interesting than a different breakdown of a different mob.
Yeah, I think Imperious, buddy. I think this is the time that you're gonna have to take the L.
You gonna set that kid off? He gonna be in the background.
Pretty much every time he offers a link,
you gotta let them tucker themselves out. Hold on. Lauren had a question. A natural father. She asked what a natural father was. I think it's just a man who's caring and kind and understands to deal with
Lauren,
people.
if I could say the first thing when he started talking, I thought unconditional love. That's what you're reaching when you can see everybody as a kid. He's just a bad kid. He's right.
I see it as more so patience.
Father.
That has nothing to do with being conducive to a constructive conversation on a topic. You can have all the compassion in the world. He'll still derail a panel and turn it into pure shit and ear cancer.
It's got a point there too.
Dennison, you want to notice a little fact that you don't see. He left of his own accord. He tuckered himself out, and now I'm not being bombarded on my Discord about how I'm a bad friend or a bad person.
He did not tucker himself out. You threw him off the panel. And congrats for that. My beef with you was I'm just gonna bring him right back up because Imperious is always welcome on my panel. Well, I mean, we'll see. I'll just let it play out how it plays out.
Everybody is welcome on Orthodox Guys panel.
Everybody's welcome till they're not anymore.
Yeah, that's retarded.
Yeah, well, it's kind of.
I don't think you believe
you're trying to have a conversation, and he just keeps on yapping. Especially, this is a constant thing where he links shit, and it's very abstractly related with what he's talking about.
I'm gonna fall for this because it's funny.
Well, like I said, anybody that pronounces sociopathy, sociopathy, isn't really as intelligent as they think they are.
Imperious Daddy Dom. What's up?
Who is Garion? Do I really sound like this dude, Garion?
A little bit.
Yeah, you guys sound similar.
Garion has a southern accent.
Oh wait,
your voice quality.
Gar's topics?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, maybe, okay. Never mind.
You have similar voice quality, but he has an accent. You don't.
Is the guy up here the guy who was talking about how he's pro cop when I was in there making my tea? I still have my
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, great. Let's go back to that for a little bit. I thought she left, man. Let's go back to that.
I'm not about to sit here and fucking yell over people. I'm just gonna mute my mic and then get on next.
Very good. Very good. I felt the same way as I could be editing or something. But I think that was you that said most police are good police. You didn't say that, but that's what I'm reading between the lines.
Yeah, more or less.
Right. And then someone came back with the perfect response. I think it was Snowman. If the guy is going in someone's pockets illegally, wouldn't the good police stop him?
Yeah. Can you ask the question? I'm sorry. If someone's going to, if a cop is going in someone's pocket,
He eventually said yes to this. By the way, he eventually said yes to this.
I know. I know. I heard him. If a cop is going into someone's pocket illegally or searching them illegally, and the other 9 cops are standing around and don't do anything, are they good cops?
I'm not a fan of saying someone is bad or good based off of one.
Very
instance.
good.
So I'm not going to call 9 cops bad because of one instance. They could have been.
All right.
They could have stopped a whole bunch of different things. And
All right. So there are no.
I think if there's a consistent and a constant,
I think if you're saying there are no good cops, there are no bad, are we there? There are no good cops or bad cops,
there's
or
definitely
are
bad
you
cops.
saying, well, oh, good. What's a bad cop
Generally
to you?
speaking, I think a bad cop is someone that consistently and constantly breaks
The law?
Violates people's rights.
What about breaking the law?
Yeah, breaking the law counts too. I mean, I don't know. It depends on what you're talking about. Breaking the law.
Well,
Speeding,
I'm
breaking the
talking
law.
about every time that cop stands around and does nothing and witnesses a crime, he too breaks the law. So there are 13 criminals who broke the law out there, all cops. Every time this occurs.
So let's say that same cop that went in someone's pockets unconstitutionally, that same day they saved 3 kids. Is that a good cop or a bad cop?
I don't believe in a good cop.
He's still a bad dude.
Okay,
Just because
that's your opinion. I don't find them to be a bad cop. There's a lot of nuance in
you think
situations.
you think
you
just
have to go above and beyond some.
hold on.
No,
You
I
really
was talking. Don't tell me to hold on.
But you're making.
I asked him a question and I'm finishing my sentence. Don't tell me.
Yeah, let him finish this down. You can take over, Snowman.
If a cop, if anybody, it doesn't have to be a cop or anybody else, but someone else as well. If they do one bad thing and I don't find it to be that bad of a thing, and they're doing a whole bunch of other good stuff, no, I don't find them to be a bad cop. I find them to have made a mistake or to be doing shady shit that needs to be corrected. But overall, they would still be a good cop in my eyes. Now, if instead of saving 3 kids, that cop had sexually assaulted or done other things to people, and the one time that he detained someone, he didn't go in the pocket, so he didn't violate their constitutional rights, but he was doing all this other heinous stuff, then I would take him to be a bad cop. So
I needed your definition of good cop, bad cop. Go ahead, Snowman. You was trying to say something.
So are you telling me that even if a cop goes out and saves people all day long, but he comes home and beats the shit out of his wife and kids, he's still a good cop?
He's a good cop, but a bad spouse.
You changed it. You
Make
said that
domestic violence great again.
you said if he's breaking the law, he's a bad cop. You backed
That's
off.
breaking the law, wife.
No, that too. Very good, very good. But I was talking about those small laws going in pockets. Suddenly, I think you're backing off of. Well, he can break some laws. It's not bad for a cop to break a small law.
Well, I disagree with that, Joe. I think cops should be held to a higher standard of the law.
That's fine. I don't know of anybody in any field, top down. It seems to be human nature for people to not be perfect human beings or perfect.
The fire department.
False dichotomy.
Yeah, that wasn't the
asking for
conversation.
perfection.
That wasn't the conversation at all.
No one was asking for perfection.
Well, it seems like you guys are, because you're saying that if at any instance a cop breaks the law or does something that violates a right, they are now automatically a bad cop, no matter what else they have done in their life.
Yes, except not automatically. They're definitionally a bad cop.
Okay, so you are demanding perfectionism.
No, I was just trying to find a
just
definition
accountability.
Like
It's the same thing I tell black people. Don't break
say
the fucking law.
Don't say that you're not demanding perfectionism, and then when you bring up an example of someone breaking the law, and I say, well, think about if they did all these other good things, I would still recognize them as a good cop.
I know this makes sense in your head, but
no, it doesn't.
It's not
Hold on.
Perfectionism. What is perfectionism if that's not perfectionism?
You're telling me
one's talking about perfectionism but you, because it's an escape. We'd rather not talk about that. Definitionally, I was drilling down on you saying a bad cop breaks the law. Listen, yes, and you chose to enjoy. I think,
and that I'm addressing it at.
All right, I'm sorry.
So my question is this: if I go out and I spend 260 days out of the year working in a soup kitchen in a black neighborhood trying to help feed the malnourished and impoverished black folks, but yet I go out and I lynch one black person, Does that mean I'm still a good person because of all the other good shit I did for the black people, or am I now a racist?
That's not a
I
horrible
think that there's
question.
certain heinous crimes that if you do it one time, then I think that it kind of borders on you're a bad person. And I think that if you're lynching someone, that probably borders that you're a bad person. Now, if you did those things for 260 days, whatever your example was, and then one day out of the year you beat a black person up for whatever reason, I would be like, I think overall you're a good person.
That's why I wanted to keep it to bad.
At least
cop.
he's consistent.
That's why I wanted to keep it to bad cop. It's too easy to go to good person. Cops
to
are
me, it's no
paid.
different than a cop. It's consistency with me. I think that if a cop,
Well, that's why I posed the question I did, because it's actually correlative with what police do.
Yeah, and we got to remember, cops are paid, right? And the law applies to them differently, especially like, if I see somebody doing a crime, I can watch it and nothing happens. If a cop sees it and doesn't do anything, he broke the law. Now, just because I like police, I think you're giving them pass on them breaking the law. I wonder if you would give some black teenager stealing a jacket. No, it's a small crime. I wonder if you feel the same.
Is it repeated behavior or is it a one-time thing?
Repeated, absolutely repeated, because that same cop every time. Okay, well, good. Let me ask you.
You said how do I define a bad cop? I said if it's a constant repeated behavior, then I think they start getting into bad cop.
Good.
But if it's a one-time thing, I don't find that to be the
Good.
case. So
Well, let's go to repeated. No, we're going to go to repeated. We go to repeated behavior. I'll stay with
These arguments are hurting my feelings.
Look, I have a very important question to answer to the audience. I think that would be an oversized clip.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, that's rough.
No, it's a lady peen.
I mean, that's literally
a massive hole. Flo said.
I forgot Flo was up there. I thought it was a fake Flo that whole time.
Haha.
Well, I kept dropping him until I saw him back there. I was like, oh shit, okay. I was like, wait a minute.
It's like when you find out it is Yoda,
See, stop.
The question about the police thing, right? And I stand 10 toes down on it. They're a gang that should be dealt with like anybody would deal with gangbangers. And I think I don't think I need to say any more. The simple fact of the matter is, if you are going to have cops, they are necessary evil. One, they shouldn't have qualified immunity, and two, they should get punished way harsher than the
highest standard. Yeah, that's what higher standards.
Yeah, they should be treated just like the fire department treats their people.
It's not about demanding perfection. When I tell black folks, hey, just don't break the law and comply, it's the same thing for police. Don't break the law.
What if I tell you I'm a black dude? Oh, you expect us to be perfect? What kind of argument is that? No one is saying that.
Yeah, nobody is expecting perfection.
There's a good philosophical case, I think, for there not being any such thing as a good cop. Because to be a cop, you have to enforce with violence laws that many of which you may not agree with. So the first time that you do something that you feel is immoral, but that it's your job, you're a moral prostitute.
That was the best argument. Yeah.
Is this girl you keep on throwing up, Lauren? Is she legally an adult?
He likes you, Lauren.
I'm just checking because she doesn't look like one and is kind of weird. Some of the stuff she's saying.
If not, I got some explaining to do.
She said she's got to go do the mom thing, so I hope she's grown.
Oh, she said that? I didn't even see that. All right, cool.
What I can't think. What is the guy? Hold on, let me zoom in. I hate fucking random independent. Random. What about Flo's argument that how can you claim to be a good cop? I think Flo's got you here. When Flo State, the powder dust, I don't know what name he's going, but I'm not zooming back in. When you hand over your morals to another guy, even if you think it's wrong, my boss said I gotta do it. How are you even gonna say that cop is good? What he does is determined by the next guy. His morals don't even come into play. You understand?
I'm not quite sure. No, I know. I don't.
Flo, you said it better. Could you say it again?
Yeah,
because he was given an order and he did it. So how can he be morally just?
Because if you do something for your job that you believe is immoral, right? Mm-hmm. Like maybe arresting somebody on who did a probation violation or something, whatever. The minute that you enforce with violence a law that you disagree with or a situation that you disagree with, you've sold your moral agency to your employer. You are a moral prostitute. The job is moral prostitution.
Okay, that's fine. You can make that argument about anything in a civilized society. You have decided that, I find something to be moral or immoral, but I still live in a society that allows it.
How many times a day do you think that like somebody who works at a grocery store,
shoemaker
is
or
given
something?
an immoral task?
Well, no, I'm not. You're talking about job. I'm talking about living in a society. If someone doesn't believe in abortion, but they still live in a society that allows abortion,
Yeah,
then are they not giving their moral
If they
authority to
are
a
they
third party?
enforcing abortions, right?
That's the whole point. That's
It's
the whole point
it's
of a
your
republic.
participation in the activity. If you choose a job where
And
you
you're
participate
participating in the
in
society. You
activities,
pay
let me
taxes.
finish. As little as I can. If you at under duress, also by the way, if you live in a society and you choose to pick a job where you voluntarily do things that you find immoral, you're a prostitute.
Okay, that's fine.
Do you agree?
And from
I don't know if I
Moxie,
agree. I don't care.
My biggest problem with the cops is two things.
Wait, hold on a second. Two things. Now you don't care.
That's what
I don't
heard.
care if you're a moral prostitute. Like I don't know how that argument. I don't care.
And
Okay,
two,
sure. If someone's a moral prostitute. I don't care.
Moxie Witt from the crowd wants to say cops have qualified immunity. Once they have that removed, they will behave a lot better. All right, that's no man. You can go.
Yeah, to what she said, two of the things I have the biggest issue with: one, civil asset forfeiture actually literally gives cops the right to rob you just because they think you have too much money.
Yeah.
And then you got to fight. Then you got to fight them back, and God knows how long that'll take. And the other one is qualified immunity. Why do they have the right to be ignorant of the law if the citizen doesn't have the right to be ignorant of the law?
It starts with the hiring.
I also have an issue with the way that prosecutors are allowed to charge any absurd crime they want and then drop it with no recourse. There should be some rule so that they can't just landslide you and force you into a plea deal.
Well, and they completely trample all over your Seventh Amendment, where you're supposed to have, you're not allowed to have excessive bails or fines.
Even all-inclusive used to be considered unconstitutional. Like the fact that they can charge you with the highest crime available, and but the jury will be instructed on all of the lesser included crimes that are under that you might be guilty of.
Right.
Well, looking at small towns for a moment, back at the corruption, do you think it's completely ethical for the judges to be able to own the probation offices, the private probation offices that they
God, I hate that. No,
dude,
that's horrible.
And they love handing that out. And in places where there are rules where they can't have them, if they're sitting judges in a county, they'll own the next one, and some of their buddies in the next county over will own it instead.
Yeah, that has to be illegal, bro.
You know what else is a bigger conflict of interest is, at least in my state, the same agency that's in charge of the family preservation function for DCF is also in charge of adoption placements. That's
wow.
It's a private company that's in charge of both keeping families together and shipping out. Yep.
Hey, it's like that in Ohio too. But on top of it, what else? It's DCF, Job and Family Services, and Child Support are all in the same location.
That's the thing. Not everything should be privatized. That's fucking wild.
I don't like that the judges and the cops and the prosecutors all know each other, and in them small towns, they're literally next door to each other. They see their best friends. I don't like that.
That's why.
So as a racist, I am conflicted by the good old boy system. On one hand, racism. On the other, corruption. It does.
That's why when it comes to your local, man, one thing that I always practice is if there's a judge that's up for re-election and another one running against him, I don't give a crap who it is. I vote for the new judge coming in. I think the judges should be cycled.
Yes. Fuck yeah.
What happens if you get a good one though that actually follows the law?
He's no different than the rest. He should still be cycled.
Interesting, man. There was one I had a judge a long time ago. I thought he was so great. Oh man, he was just so everybody who got caught for weed and shit like that, and we was all on probation. He was like, stop smoking weed. He wasn't slamming no motherfucker, man. It was great.
I'm just saying, and I know you've seen it too, Joe, where you have a judge that he starts out in his younger years being a decent judge and doing things right by his citizens. And by the time he's got 20, 30 years on the bench, he becomes an old bastard who wants to fucking send everybody all the way down the river.
It also goes for the attorneys too that they appoint to you.
Yeah,
they start off. I've gone in 1 year and thought this lawyer is going to be great, and the next year he's all in the system just like everybody else.
Well, I think a lot of that has to do with, I know a lot of states and a lot of counties and a lot of states have started employing this rotation with all the attorneys, that they all have to do pro bono, a couple times throughout the month.
Yes, and they also their plea record should be looked at. No one should be allowed to plead 90-something% of their cases. He'd never make it in the private fucking sector. He's horrible if he can get away with doing that shit. You got to win something, nigga.
I think a lot of these, a lot of people end up with public defenders, though. They let the public defender tell them how shit should be instead of telling the public defender what to do.
Yes, yeah. I remember when I was young, used to go to jail all the time. I had
I
that
used to do the same thing.
caught with a gun in my pocket, and I didn't know nothing about probable cause, but I'm like, yeah, man, you got to ask him why. Oh, Joe, you had the gun on you. I told him I want a probable cause here. I don't even know what it was called. I'm sure someone else told me. He fought me against it, and then I stood firm. I'm a young motherfucker. I'm like, no, I want this. And he go in there mad. He tell the judge says, okay, we're gonna have a hearing. I say, okay, great. What are you gonna ask him? He's like, don't worry, I got it straight. I know what to ask him. He calls me first, my lawyer, and says, where were you? I was walking down Madison Street. What'd you have in your pocket? I was like, huh? He's like, it's cool. You can tell him. I say, I had a pistol. In which pocket? My right front. He look at the judge slams the gavel, probable cause. That was it. He didn't even interview the cop. That's how, fucked up the shit is.
I had a judge find me guilty on circumstantial evidence, which is like literally against the rules of the court.
It's easier to get PC in a trial than it should be to get PC for a warrant.
Pre-C for a trial. I don't even know what that is.
Protective custody.
Probable cause.
Oh, probable cause.
Probable cause. That's what I was talking about. How do you get probable cause for a trial? You need probable cause for the crime. And
Well,
all that
generally, all you need is probable cause.
Wait.
For an indictment.
Are you saying that if you have a low probable cause that it shouldn't have a jury? Is that what you're saying there?
No, you shouldn't be tried at all. It should be dismissed by the judge upon review.
Circumstantial evidence may be allowed in some court cases, but it's you're not allowed to rule and find your ruling on circumstantial evidence. That's against the rules.
Here's the problem with racism.
Isn't it called burden of proof?
Here's the problem with mob mentality. I call it racist, but I'm gonna stop trying to inflame niggas. Here's the problem with mob mentality. When you start all of these things that we agree on, these are laws and this is how you should change it. Problem is, I don't like thugs. And that nigga's a thug, I'm willing to bend the law for him. Or I don't like whoever that person is, I don't like. Suddenly, you'll allow it to fucking all these things we agree on to get a little fuzzy for certain people. Like Midlife says it great. He's really honest. He's like, I'm gonna get it fucked up, but he was saying that he thinks that the Muslims, all that shit should be allowed to be here or whatever the fuck. But I don't want that motherfucker living next to me praying 5 times a day. All right, I totally lost where I was going with that. I'm smoking at the same time. I had a good point.
It's kind of true because I think that most people support the police and most people think of everyone who interacts with the police as that thing. So, like, you don't have to be a thug or this or that. Most people hate on most people, and it's a great, just labeling someone a criminal is a great way to scapegoat all your guilt and shame onto someone and then watch them get abused by the system that has its dick in your ass as well.
Yes. It's so hard to understand that.
Well, when I got that charge on circumstantial, man, that actually caused me to not be able to get my CDL like I was planning on doing. So that judge literally fucked me out of a career.
That's overrated to get your Class A's. Don't worry about it.
Sir, that I don't care what you say. That was going to be my career, and he literally fucked me out of it. And he knew that's what he was doing.
Take it from somebody who worked in it. It's ass, and you would.
I don't care.
All right.
I'm just saying I don't care because
You miss it. First of all, you absolutely care. It still burns you. You're
no,
mad.
what I'm that I do care about. I don't care that being a truck driver isn't worth it. I don't care. Do you want to know why? Because that's someone else's opinion of the field. I never got a chance to partake in the field to give my opinion, and I'm I'm not judging my opinion of a field on someone else's opinion.
I'm glad you didn't, because then I'd get to hear you bitch about that too.
I hate this truck driving shit. God damn it.
For real.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, every job ends up becoming nothing more than a fucking, a pain in the ass.
Nah, bro, I loved welding.
I love
you're a welder?
editing and
I didn't know that.
YouTubing.
I
and
can't anymore because my eyes got too bad.
How old are you?
From the welding, or no, not from the welding.
the
Just getting old. From the welding. Okay.
Yeah, because you didn't wear your fucking hood, dumb.
Yeah.
How old are you?
All right, fuck OSHA. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what.
Yeah, fuck your eyes too,
bro. Do you know how, like, that shit is so bright?
No, dude.
Dude, it's like staring into fucking three suns.
You know, I got so good at it, I could stare at it.
You're kidding.
That's why I'm blind before I'm 30.
Yeah.
When I'm welding something, I like warn people in the house not to come outside.
See, I had
you afraid you're going to weld them?
I'm afraid that they're going to walk out right as I do a weld and then
look into.
And you know what? That happens every fucking time you don't tell somebody that you're welding.
Mm-hmm.
If you weld, somebody's going to get hit in the eyes.
Yeah.
I put my body between the house and whatever I'm welding, so that if anybody's going to get it, it's going to be the neighbors, not my family.
This guy's got a motorcycle helmet.
Do you have an auto dark
welder helmet?
Yeah, I do.
I love my auto dark. When I was in Job Corps, they didn't have auto darks out. They had auto darks like on the market.
You loved your auto dark, but you never used it. That makes a whole lot of sense.
That's a fair point. That's a very fair point.
You're so reactive. I don't know why you would ever not wear one. They go dark in like, what is it, like 140?
Like a matter of a half a second, dude. It's crazy.
It's so fast.
Right. It's faster than.
I was brought up on like the old school flip down welding.
Yeah,
That's how I started. I wouldn't flip it down until I got sparked in the eyes.
Obviously.
You just can't see through the motherfuckers. Get your art going. Did y'all use stick weld, or do you use wire welders? That's what I learned on as a stick welder.
I learned on a stick welder in FFA.
I bought a wire welder and just taught myself.
Nice.
I
went to Job Corps for it, and I remember when I was on the cutting table.
Oh, you're a Job Corps kid. That makes sense.
Wow. In what way?
Yeah, why does that make sense?
I assume he'd be more. Oh, he mean your welding
Job
skills.
Corps kids they're like the delinquents that got out of delinquency.
That's where you go.
Yeah,
they're the ones that we always called Job Corps alternative school.
Does everything I say now make more sense, Flo?
Yeah, it does. You're coming together into one single picture for sure.
But no, like Job Corps. I remember we had this guy. He looked like McLovin from that movie, and
what movie was that?
Look like who?
Super
I
Bad.
can't remember. Yeah, Super Bad. He looked like McLovin, and he was from Alabama. And he wore glasses and had like the McLovin squish face.
Yeah.
And I remember one day I was cutting on the cutting table with the oxygen acetylene torch. Somebody called my name. I looked up and I was holding my.
Cutter.
No, it's not called a plasma cutter. A plasma cutter is a plasma cutter. An oxygen acetylene torch is an oxygen acetylene.
Fair enough.
But I was cutting with the gas torch, not the electric plasma one. And
watch, now you're going to start getting ads for plasma cutters, torches.
I'll buy them. I love them. But but I was sitting there, and somebody called my name. I lifted up. I let go of the handle, so it was just it wasn't the actual cutting flame. It was just a fire flame.
Right.
And I pressed down on it again mid-conversation, and I hear McLovin. He's got an even more southern drawl than I do. He goes, "Hey, Bubba, you come melt my face off." I turned around, and my flame was like an inch away from his glass. He's like, "What?"
Oh my god!
He just laid it out. And then I remember one time in Job Corps, our instructor was because I went to Job Corps in Kentucky, Muhlenberg, I think it was. We called it Muhlenberg.
You sound like a fucking hick, dude.
Go fuck yourself, all right? And my instructor was an old miner, dude.
Oh, listen to him. Did you hear this, Joe? The more
I
he
hear
talks about where he
everybody
grew
I
up, the
know.
more he starts getting that hick draw.
I grew up in
I
Georgia.
agree. Everybody I know talk like that shit though. Once they
I
get
grew up in
comfortable.
Georgia, not Kentucky. But anyway, our welding instructor was an old dude who survived the coal mines, and he did not give a fuck about anything. And he had just given us a speech about how we shouldn't let sparks hit our welding equipment. And so he started cutting on something, and sparks started flying and hitting the oxygen and acetylene tank. We had a friend who was like right at like 23. He did 4 years. He did 4 years in the Marines, and he come out and went to Job Corps. Hey man, he started shaking, and I looked at him and go, "What's wrong, Sieber?" He points, and you see these stakes. I get like a wide stare. You see all these sparks hitting the torch. He takes his leathers off, and he just wraps them around the tank and pats the tank and steps back by me. Our run instructor looked back, looked at where the jackets were. I put mine on the oxygen. He put his on the acetylene. My instructor started fucking belly laughing at us. He's like, "It ain't gonna do nothing."
Oh, okay. I was wondering, is he doing it on purpose to test you motherfuckers and all?
Oh yeah, no, he gave us a whole spiel about how sparks can set off an explosion with the tank. That you never
It
will
looked
let
like
sparks
he
hit the
scared
tank.
you on purpose. Looked like he was scaring you fucks on purpose.
He told us the point of that assignment was for us to move the tanks back.
Yeah, I put you up and shit up.
he's like, "You get an A for resourcefulness. Y'all will do good in the mines." I'm like, "I ain't working in no fucking mine, Bubba." I remember when I was trying to get my Class B, I was driving the big ass Deuce and a half because in Muhlenberg, they do the reclamation, and they use the diesel trucks and Job Corps students to rebuild the terrain where they done mined out the area. And I remember driving the big ass Deuce and a half trucks and hitting the brakes with a bunch of people on the back. They were not happy with me.
That sounds cool as fuck, yo.
Oh no, dude, I loved it.
Putting the land back together after the mines and all of that shit. That sounds like it was fun.
Yeah, the mine coal companies, they benefited the most when I went, because not only did they contract out their reclamation efforts that they had to do to Job Corps, but they also got a huge influx of industrial workers for the heavy trades.
Right.
I scored some of the highest on the TABE tests.
So it was you as one of those workers. So a lot of y'all probably.
I could have been, but I punched an administrator my last 2 weeks before I graduated. I got kicked out. So. But anyway, let's talk about how much we hate cops.
They got to be the hate cop thing. So.
I have to be the worst fascist imaginable. I have a problem with authority.
Bro, just give in. Become a libertarian.
No, I don't want to. No.
One of us.
No.
One of us.
I will never be a libertarian.
You damn near there.
No, it's because the state exists to benefit the people, not the other way around.
But it only works. The only way a state can operate is if it has enough authority to dominate the people, and that's what ends up happening. Mm-hmm.
Well, the people are retarded. The elites need to dominate the people using the state. The people, they should also be.
I don't know why somebody who welded his eyeballs out would say that the elites need to dominate. This is not looking for you,
dude. That's a valid. That's a valid.
That's a valid criticism.
Well, he didn't say he was one of the elites.
Yeah, I never made claim that I was an elite.
He must have hidden aspirations.
He does say. Respectfully, though, you did used to believe you were superior in some sort.
See, still does.
Who said that?
He was
right, but that's just because we're white, though.
I've always said that I don't believe in racial supremacy. Racial supremacy is retarded.
I mean, I don't know. It seems like a scientific fact. Whitey makes up what, 10% of the population
globally.
Yeah, but he's running like what, 80% of the country.
Dude, we're running like 99% of it. What you talking about, Willis?
Yep.
Well, you know, I was being generous to the
Nah, if they're going to say white supremacy runs the world, I'm going to take it.
Don't that mean white people are the most evil for dominating everybody?
No.
Y'all gave me another argument.
Dude, we're subhuman, sir.
I know I'm a blue-eyed devil.
I'm a redheaded blue-eyed devil.
Handsome too.
You see how these people project their beliefs onto me, Joe Cool?
He's like, I'm over here. I got brown eyes. I don't believe any of this. I don't believe any of this racist shit.
Let's stop right there. I have green eyes. If you say I have brown eyes,
I've never even seen a ginger before. You say.
Bumpkin will come in here fucking with the eye chart and send it to me if he hears y'all saying that again. Fucking every day, Bumpkin wakes up. He sends me the fucking eye chart. Do y'all know what the eye chart is?
Yeah, check whether
the one that said Epstein didn't kill himself.
What? No.
Yeah, I had an eye chart that said that.
No, this. He sends me this chart every day. My eyes are like.
Oh, look at that! I'm under philosophers and explorers.
Oh, the colors mean.
Oh my dude.
Me too. Me too.
What does brown mean? Because every motherfucker I know got brown eyes. What's brown, man?
You don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
I know I do. If it's
You don't wanna
Republican, I
know.
assume it's worker class. I assume it was going to
It's worse than that.
Okay. All right.
Oh, but no, dude. I miss fucking Job Corps. It was fucking great.
I did something called Vista. I think
you know
it
what?
was probably like your Job Corps, but
What did you do?
something called Vista Corps. I think it's where I don't know, you came up with activist programs in the city and shit to benefit the community as opposed to actually doing actual work. You didn't do no labor.
Vista Corps?
Yeah.
You do something that benefits the community instead of doing things that benefit the community.
That's fucked up.
Well, you know the worst thing about Job Corps is when they made you go and work on the roads. That was annoying. I did not like working on the roads.
What, like adopt a highway shit?
No, they made us actually go join the work crews for the roads whenever they needed
Yeah,
us.
asphalt smells like shit.
And it's also fucking hot as fuck.
Make sure you're wearing a mask when you're doing that shit. God damn.
Is that why I can't breathe good no more?
No, of course he didn't. Of course he
Well, I
didn't.
can't breathe good no
Of course he
I will
didn't.
never wear a face diaper, right? But no, Job Corps was fun as fuck. That was really a great place. If you have any semblance of wealth or station though, never go there. Never send your kids there. It's an awful place.
Sound like you learned a lot of different skills and met lot of the right people, though.
Oh yeah, no, I met some of the salt of the earth. I was speaking of, I do want to get on this Flo. Want to ask you, social Darwinism, that type of thing that we were talking, that you had mentioned that one stream we did where you booted everybody and because
Give me a quick synopsis on what social Darwinism is.
Yeah.
It's just right wing virtue signaling, in my opinion.
Fair
That's what I was
enough.
getting
I
at.
can understand that.
I
That's
understand.
what I was getting at.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna give you my definition because my definition may be wrong. So I'm gonna actually.
But I understand right wing virtue signaling. I can see how that correlates.
Yeah. It's basically, in my opinion, right wing virtue signaling is basically saying I can stand up on my own. I don't need no organization. I'm better than everybody.
Yeah.
Type deal.
Why call it Darwin?
So what about it? I feel like you gave me a half of a thought.
I just feel like it's right wing virtue signaling. Is all I was saying. Because I fundamentally, I want to agree with your thing on the porn issue, right? That it's just another social danger.
Oh, I remember what you're talking about. Okay.
But the argument that individuals can overcome those social dangers is just not what you see in reality. And it poses one of many threats to society. And I feel like, because I said, oh, so you mean like social Darwinism? And you had said, yeah. I just feel like social Darwinism is right-wing virtue signaling.
Yeah, I'm gonna make me Google a real definition.
Is it a threat to society if you just let those people die or you weed them out with eugenics?
I mean,
The
that's
eugenics,
yeah.
the eugenics thing is a way to go. I'll give you that.
I mean,
So that
only
would
if
be
you're-
real social Darwinism, right?
Yeah, only if you're arrogant enough to think that you're God and you can manage genetics better than nature or God or whatever it is. That takes a special amount of hubris to want to direct that and think that.
Well, we've been able to do that with plants and animals. Humans are animals, so I think that we would have no issue doing that.
To an
Actually,
extent,
it's-
we've also fucked up a lot of ecosystems, brought in a lot of invasive species,
Hey,
and
could
gutted
you-
nutrients out of the food.
There are
Wait,
dogs
could I-
that can't
could I
even
say
walk
what-
when they're 5-6 years old because of the stupid shit we did.
Question, Dusty. Can I ask you a question?
Wait.
now?
Let me say read this right
Joe
quick.
go.
Thank you. Social Darwinism, because Snowman, you'll be better on the conversation because we're only going off of his definition. I wanted to. Here's the definition. Google's shit. Social Darwinism is a pseudoscientific theory that emerged in the late 19th century. Who cares? It suggests that certain groups of individuals are inherently superior and destined to succeed, while others are less fit and destined to fail. All right. So
Survival of the fittest, natural
that type of
selection.
shit.
But applied to not just
Society.
genetics. Yeah,
The theory
society.
has been used to
it's,
justify racism, imperialism, social inequalities. That was the next sentence, but I got my opinion like they
Well,
got theirs.
it's found mainly in libertarianism, with laissez-faire capitalism, that sort of thing. But you also find people who are
How
fascist.
could it be in libertarianism? Libertarianism are soft hippie motherfuckers. How can they be thinking?
Libertarianism is you deal with your problems, I'll deal with mine. Fuck off. And that's what social Darwinism is. You deal with your
God,
problems, I'll
not
deal
that
with mine.
high. I agree with you, but I don't know how it relates to Darwinism. Usually, I'm faster than this.
It means that individuals need to take care of their own survival and that can't depend on the group to carry the shallow ends of the gene pool.
Okay, I think I understand what you're saying. They feel like they're destined to succeed. They feel the same way, and they're the group that says winning and destined to succeed in Darwinism.
Yes.
Yeah.
They always see themselves as part of what will be allowed and continued into for posterity, which is lulls. More often than not, it's the opposite.
Well, every
You'll be
libertarian
cold.
sees himself as a warlord, but they are typically just an infantry soldier. If
Right.
that-
Most of the people who feel that way will be who get cold.
All the ones, yes,
based on what?
based on their ability to pull off the shit that they claim they can do.
based on the fact that the Spartans didn't go, let's fight as individuals by ourselves, pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. They
So-
said, let's unite and work together and take over and destroy our enemies.
In the other
I
sense,
didn't. No, I'm for voluntary cooperation, not coercive cooperation. If you have to coerce cooperation, that's a good way to foster resentment towards that cooperation.
clearly,
Again,
you
the
don't.
Spartans didn't say you have a choice to
Well,
cooperate.
I
you
don't
can
know.
go home.
The Spartans are dead.
Well, everyone dies, Flo. You and I will be dead in 100 years.
But it fits his point. He is saying that when you put that inherently in there, the people are going to raise up against you. So you're building in your destruction.
Well, everything that is created by men will die. It doesn't matter if it's this ruthlessly individual society.
My
that
point
will
was
last
that you had to go back before Christ to find the Spartans. I think you could find probably a better example.
I can, but I like the Spartans.
Israel.
Yeah. What about Israel?
no!
They're inherently building a million enemies against them with their strong.
Breaking news: the
tactics.
Ayatollah Khomeini orders direct attack on Israel.
Nice. I did not. I just want to say I honestly did not see that when I just randomly brought up Israel.
All right.
That's the fucking lulls.
But now I don't know, man. I don't think Israel's going to win, but I don't think she's ever been less popular.
The U.S. is going to win. Without the U.S., Israel would be toast.
Apparently, they're incestuous and can't separate.
While I agree, let's not pretend that we're not the junior partner in that arrangement.
I would agree with that too. It seems like they're
I don't
telling us
think we are the junior part.
Yeah, I mean,
you think they are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're an outpost.
Right.
Well, we
An
so
American
afraid.
military outpost.
They're an outpost of what?
Israel's
Oh,
an
fuck.
outpost in the region, just like Ukraine is an outpost in the region, just like Taiwan is an outpost in the region. These are U.S. military bases masquerading as countries.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we're
The primary
That
the primary
dope.
operation is fuck
That
you to
was-
whatever the existing regimes are in the area.
That was dope. That was dope.
we're a country or we're a country masquerade or a lobbyist group masquerading as a country. Then the power of APAC is amazing.
We might be a colony or a Commonwealth colony masquerading as not a Commonwealth colony. I'm still open to that.
Same.
I'm not one of those people that'll sit down and go, "It's the Jews." I'm just gonna be real.
That's
But-
literally what you just did.
But you can't deny the power of APAC.
No, I'm not denying it, but what I do view it as sort of a recycled thing, right? We send a
Right.
foreign aid over there, and I think that it's kicked back in and self-managing. I think it's deep state shit.
Yeah, and then it makes it look like we're defending the little guy to Christian Zionists who
Right.
are huge voting bloc.
It also allows us to do things like Epstein and then blame it on, oh, he was working for Mossad.
And we would need a good base like that, an outpost. As
He
you put
lived
it,
here. He was
in
born and
Millis.
raised here. He worked here, but he worked for them. Okay.
Well, a lot of people in Israel that are in high-ranking places were either born
It was the Jews.
in France. I mean, in Israel, I guess it would be the Jews. It is a Jewish state.
And that's a great outpost because over there in the Middle East, that is brilliant. That's what
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah, they're
Without
not
that,
getting along, and everybody over there blames Israel. So either they're playing along, or
Yeah.
what we're doing is working.
it
I mean,
sounds
there's-
like y'all are more, you and Flo are more right.
There's
Like,
something inconsistent with the outcome of World War II being the Jews took turf, but we're also the great victims, right? Like these two things seem at odds with each other to me.
But it is the world narrative.
Hmm?
It is the world. It is the narrative that the modern world is built on.
It is the narrative. It is the narrative.
And it's been and another thing. The reason I adopted the ideas that I did adopt is I noticed a pattern of being able to say, "We're the victim. 6 million. Give me what I want," and then it being
Yeah.
illegal in most European countries to speak about.
Speaking of which, if you're watching the show and you're interested in this conversation, it's time to APAC yourself up to this panel host here.
you sound higher than me.
Dig deep and
That's right.
and
Give us
and
all
money
the
me
money.
now.
You will get booty.
From Bumkin.
I should have put this up. I should have put this up when Imperius was up here. Hold on.
Rise of the clown cult trying to make clowns sexy.
Who on this panel identifies? I don't even identify as an anti-Semite. I'm just counter-Semitic.
Both Jews and Palestinians are Semites. Do better, Stanley.
People don't know that. People don't know that at all.
Yeah,
You're actually
Being anti-Semitic means nothing. What, you hate a language?
I'm the only not racist person on the panel.
Yes, I will. Well, I'll answer his real question. I am a racist. I'm a bigot. I'm prejudiced. All the things that you think I am those things.
don't know the Cash App. Hold on, let me.
Oh, you slipping, bro.
Well, it was up there. I just took it down. Put on the Cash App. Remember that.
I love that Orthodox said, even I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not anti-Semitic. Like, I'm the closest to it. Shit.
Yeah, I'm literally the guy that's like, oh man, is that a funny symbol? Oh man, I like that funny symbol. Let me have funny symbol. And I'm
I
like,
think I
no.
get a knee-jerk
He,
reaction to that
he,
shit. It's mob mentality again. Whenever you go
he
down that fucking road, you start labeling niggas, and you can do harm to niggas, and you start controlling niggas. It's so horrible.
he drew that shit on his notebooks when he was a kid.
Clearly, yeah.
But
It's
not
probably
like in a like an angry, hateful way either, though, right? Like the
Just
same
like
way.
I like this. This is drawn.
Yeah, exactly. The same way you would like draw your favorite band on the cover of your
Or
notebook.
that S symbol. When people were drawing the S symbol, I was drawing the funny line.
Same with
Funny
the
lines.
same with the kids drawing the pentagrams and shit. Some motherfuckers grow out of it, some motherfuckers don't.
I think the Hindus should take that shit back again.
Yeah.
I think the strong Aryan man should take this. I think third time's the charm, Homeland.
We can do it this time.
I think we can get once more into the breach. All right, we have. I believe it is for Miss Lauren. We have $5, so I'm gonna let her see some ass. All right.
Go ahead, girl.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle. For sure, and painting on a dribble dribble. You know, riding in my beer, you really have to see it. 6'2" in a compact, no slack. But luckily the knees go back. I got an end to relax in my mind, sipping something red wine. I sit bruised from chalices, holding my palaces. Crib is so cramped, suck it up for paralysis. Rhymes, I write them in the car.
I really.
I still have a hard time accepting that you think that those are nice asses.
You're gay. You're
man.
gay. It's okay. You're just a homosexual.
You couldn't find none you liked out of that?
Not a single
They
one
were
out of that
they
whole
were
crowd.
all overweight and they all suffered from cottage cheese syndrome.
You are a gay man. You are a homosexual.
Sir. Cottage cheese is an excellent source of protein and vitamins.
Not when it's on your girl's ass permanently.
Gay. Did you bite that clip? I've seen that clip somewhere before.
Yeti Life said overweight.
I think Snowman fell. No, fucking Orthodox Guy fell.
We are hostless.
Israel
Drifting.
I didn't do
Drifting
nothing.
amongst the jiggles.
No, I know it wasn't you. My mouse is broken, so I keep clicking the wrong button.
Is that a euphemism for you been playing with your cock too much?
I think you might be onto something there, Joe.
No, it is not.
No. Okay.
No, it is not. There's actually a funny story behind it. I have you remember yesterday how Sasquatch was having internet troubles? We had some bad storms in Georgia for the past 3 days, and 2 days ago.
That's only because storms are racist.
2 days ago, I have severe PTSD. Right, so 2 days ago, a lightning strike hit right outside my house.
Yeah.
You know it was raining. And when there's a loud fucking boom, and you have PTSD and you don't expect it at all.
Yeah.
You the fuck out, and like I got very scared and then immediately got very angry and started punching my desk, and I hit my mouse a couple times and like I cracked and broke it, and like I can't even really use it. I had to switch the main clicker button to the right. Like I had to
So Ortho, I got a question. When you run your hand across a big old ass that's full of that much cellulite, is it like reading Braille?
No. It's like grabbing a fat ass.
Yeah.
Hey, to your PTSD story.
Flesh feels nice.
A guy had caught a case.
That was phrased in a really creepy way.
A guy ran.
Serial killer.
A guy ran over a pothole or something. He was PTSD from the military, and he was going to meet this chick for the first time. And he ran over a pothole or something, a loud sound or something. He immediately pulled over, jumped out, got his bulletproof vest out the back, jumped back in, and sat on it. And someone saw him, and they thought it was strange behavior. They called the police. He had a shotgun back there, and they gave him some terrorist something charge for the shotgun and the vest or something. So the girl, when she like, damn, he stood me up, let me look him up. It's terrorist, does this and that. And he had to explain what happened. It is exactly what you're saying. He heard that loud sound and he freaked out.
Well,
Fuck
when
that shit.
I
That
finally
sounds like
broke-
AIDS.
Well, when I finally broke down and realized I had PTSD, I started seeking therapy for it. Because my friend who was in the military had been telling me for a few years that I had it, and I was like, nah, bullshit. Yo, you guys got blown up by IEDs and served in the military. There's no way I have it. Da 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 da. But I was hearing fire. I had heard random, like out of nowhere. I was at a trailer park visiting a friend, and somebody fired off a mortar, and it had failed, and it had hit the truck, like firework mortar, obviously.
Okay.
And it hit the truck and that I was sitting in, bounced off and popped by my window, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on. My first reaction was to grab my fucking gun,
Yeah.
dive for my fucking gun, and then like I pulled it and I racked it, and I'd see, and like where I'm looking at from where it comes, there's a bunch of fucking kids, and I just threw my shit down and started crying, and like
Wow.
that right there made me realize when I talked to him, it's like, yeah, that's PTSD. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll seek therapy for it.
I can remember I used to hunt all the time, and but we go to Southern Illinois and different states and shit. But on my way to school, and the rabbit, it can be a small tuft of grass, and the rabbit can somehow be in there. Maybe he dig up under it or something. On the way to school, I remember seeing small tufts of grass, thinking there's a rabbit in there, knowing this is a ghetto. There's zero chance, but my mind wouldn't let me not believe a rabbit could be under that tuft of grass. I can only imagine the motherfucker that's going through that shit and they're telling you every time, the bombs going off and shit. How do you just turn that off?
Yeah, you don't. When and I don't know from like the military, but I've lived in some rough neighborhoods where people don't have impulse control, and there's a lot of firearms, and bad shit goes down. So when you hear yelling, 9 times out of 10, you're about to hear pow pow pow,
All right.
and then like the closer you are to it, like I had an incident with a firearm one time. My friend was clean. We were in a basement of a row home. For those of you who don't know what a row home is, they are houses that you typically find in the northeast part of the country, near Philadelphia, and they are rows of anywhere from 5 to 10 to 15 houses, and they have basements in them. They're usually about 3 floors. We were in the basement, and for those of you who don't know what it's like to be in a basement, it's really echoey and fuck. And a friend was took my AR apart and was putting his upper on my lower, and I don't know how the hell this happened, but apparently, and this was like less than an inch away from the back of my head, so like the fucking muzzle of the rifle was right next to my ear, and he slapped it together, and when he did, it went off and sent a bullet into the fire break, the fire break in a row home is the 10 foot width of bricks in between each actual housing unit in the row home.
Right.
And when I say that it was like getting hit with a flashbang,
Yeah.
I blacked out. I couldn't, like, my eardrum felt like it was busted. Like I felt like I got punched in the face from the concussion. It was fucking bad.
I can imagine.
The upper had been chambered, and so when he put the lower together, and then dropped the bolt into the barrel, that's probably fired it. Probably when you took the barrel off, it had one in the.
But I had to.
All I know is that's the closest. I've been shot at before, and that's the closest I've ever come to dying. Like had he not, like, had it been any closer to my head, it would have just hit me in the back of the fucking head.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
But yeah, it's not PTSD from the Boondocks, darling. But nah, it's just I can't believe I broke my mouse. I'm wait. I got a new one. It's coming today. I was hoping it would come during the stream, but it'll be here by 8 today. I also got a new headset coming and a new mic. So, but yeah, oh shit, Imperius is back.
Let's see how this goes.
All right.
This is great. I
Very
wanted to
interesting
ask
that you bring up all this moral ambiguity when you have a multiple felon on the screen, and then you're going to you're going to ask him his moral objective on what he thinks the police should do or not.
Oh my
Interesting.
god.
I mean, he's a gentleman without moral turpitude. He
I
he
buy
has no
and
moral
sell
turpitude.
women every day.
You have no, sir. You just have no moral turpitude.
Women are not shit to me. I buy
Yeah,
and sell them.
exactly, they aren't. That's why your wife has tracks.
I'm
That's why
better
she has
than you
tracks
all.
on her arm.
I'm
That's why she has
God.
tracks on her arm, dude. I'm sure you put those in her.
I'm
So
God. It's all about
again, and I just
me.
wanted to know. I mean, I'm sure the
It's all
federal
about
statute of
me.
limitations for aiding and abetting.
I'm overcompensating.
Imperious, you ain't got to do all that. No, that's too much even for me. Wild.
Wait, I got a question for you, Orthodox.
Uh-huh.
If when it comes to Imperious, your unconditional love, you're doing a good dad and shit. But I don't know. What about the other the people you don't like? I don't even want to guess because you've
Yeah,
been so.
it doesn't really fit into your whole fascism type deal.
I'm how come that not?
Because Imperious, he would have been bred out of society.
He's gonna be bred out of society. Like he's not gonna reproduce. And he doesn't.
No, I mean
actually give a
prevent it
fuck.
from happening, but that's a good point.
Yeah. He doesn't actually give a fuck about his little moral grandstanding. He didn't care at all about the felony until he was kicked out off my channel. So
That is true. My question is for Imperious. You realize that there are several leaders in our faith that were around the time of Christ that would be considered felons today. That murdered and killed people, right?
Martin Luther King, 28 times he was arrested, I think.
I thought Jesus was hanging out with the less desirables.
Yeah, Jesus was literally given a. You can call me a pussy all you want, Imperious. I done told you, you're in Florida, I'm in Georgia. Love you to death. You're welcome on my panel, but there are some things that are even too much for me. You're more than welcome to come on back, but you know the rules. Once you get put down, you got to stop doing that stupid shit. Like, I don't understand.
He's showing off for me.
I guess so. But I mean,
Yeah, he said render unto Caesar.
Yeah, render unto Caesar what is his, and render unto me what is mine. Or render unto God what is his, however you want to interpret it. Hey, what's up, Chuck?
he also said, "Call no man father." He also said,
"Yeah."
What else? He said a lot of things against what the Catholic Church does. He said,
I
"You
don't-
back this generation."
Well,
I don't
he
think-
also told the apostles that, and this is my issue with the whole Revelations teaching and prosperity teachings. He also told the apostles that the Mark of the Beast thing would happen in their time, and it pretty much did. You weren't able to buy, sell, or trade without the Mark of Caesar.
Yep.
Oh, that's dope. So fuck, man. It looked like this shit can go on forever. It's been going on for that long. Right now,
Well-
the mark of the beast will be our phones and our credit cards.
Yeah, what people don't understand is there are specifics in the Bible that are real, that are, I forget the exact word for what I'm trying to say, but there's also metaphors in the Bible as well. And the Bible also tells you that evil and this shit is very cyclical.
Yeah.
It's a never end. It's one would call it an eternal struggle. You will.
So when you guys think of a fuck, only Orthodox guy might be the only guy and he just dropped again. Yes, he did.
I'm
Well,
just telling you guys, Imperious is going to destroy us all in probably 15 seconds.
He's down there like Anakin Skywalker.
He's
Do you guys? What's
like
the
a little
end days?
flea or something.
I hate you guys. I can destroy you all in 30 seconds.
It's like Plankton from SpongeBob.
Oh, Dennis and Flo, I'm really curious. That Mark of the Beast shit. I think it's the chip. Do you guys think like that?
I think it's the random ramblings of a Bronze Era superstition that makes very little to no sense, and the archetypes and parables in the Bible that hold value aren't associated with that. It's just gobbledygook.
So I want to say something, Flo. Your reaction to this last night, I think it was, or the last time I heard you talk about it, when you said kids don't have any money. That shit made me laugh so hard. And, you know, Imperious, I would agree, because it does say in the Bible that those who would cause the little ones to sin, it's better to tie a millstone around their neck and throw them in the ocean. But also in the Bible, it says you should not levy false accusations against people.
What about
does it say
prostituting
something
mothers?
about cutting out your tongue?
Yes, it said something about killing people who levy false accusations.
Imperious, if you're really a Christian, you'll cut out your tongue on stream sometime.
Flo, I saw a short or something on your channel where Mike like spit out. Well, it was so weird. He had like spit up on himself or something. I don't know why I thought of that.
You look like that was one of the 2 clips I reviewed on my channel.
We went over the Gen X video where you exposed him for having mantis. every time I talk to fucking Mike, I call him bitch stick. Great.
All drugs trickle down.
Well, that's just not true.
It would stand to reason.
There's lots of drugs that I've personally experienced that have never trickled anywhere.
Only Imperious would use Reaganomics to make a point about drugs.
Right.
Does that make him more of a conservative?
Right. I like him more now.
That just makes him more retarded.
Trickle down drugonomics.
I was gonna say no, it makes him more Republican, and then I thought, no, that's the wrong word.
Wow. Trickle down drugonomics. That is fucking wild. I don't know, man. I don't know anybody who would be giving any children drugs or anything. Like I don't know.
Other kids, maybe.
Yeah, maybe other kids.
That's neither here nor there, man.
I mean, Imperious. What does that have to do with anything?
He doesn't get how dumb that makes him look.
He's just desperate.
Yeah, he's spurging now, so he's gonna start to say more ridiculous things,
right?
Just to be binary from whatever the thing is anyone up here said.
Right.
I want you to understand that this comment is very fucking funny because Imperious literally sent this to me in a message like 20-30 minutes ago.
Imperious, go off again about how you're God and you can destroy us all. Do that one.
Imperious gone wild. You gotta let her tuck her out. Imperious isn't an idiot. He's not retarded. He's very intelligent. He's just a fucking megalomaniac.
I don't know about very
you could just slip a Xanax in his beer and just let him stop being annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I would agree with.
That is a fact.
I would say that about
happened
myself,
to him a lot.
though.
I bet that's happened to him a lot. Like every house party he ever showed up in, it's like,
yeah. I mean, sometimes you gotta slip the annoying ones a Mickey, and I ain't talking about women.
if he's ever been to a house party, Imperious, you ever been to a house party?
Anyone out there who's annoyed by me, please send me your Xanax. Seriously.
Dennis is about to get a whole lot more annoying.
Start trying now. So, actually, I don't think I ever asked you, Flo. How do you feel about the police?
Were you not here?
No, I was not.
Okay. I think that there's a good philosophical case that there is no such thing as a good cop because all cops are moral prostitutes.
That is fair. Actually, yeah. Snowman, you haven't tried to interrupt anybody in a while. You still there?
Oh man, that up here. Oh yeah, maybe.
gone. Well, I've been going for about 3 hours. I don't really have much to talk about after this. Unless anybody's got a topic.
I could always come up with a topic and something to talk about. But this is the beginning of my day. I got a lot of shit to do. Got some editing to do. Got to go visit my brother up at the hospital and take him a candy bar and a bunch of dumb shit. So I guess I'm gonna cut out too.
All right. Thank you for coming,
Later.
Joe Cool. Thank you for coming, Flo. Thank you for coming, Dennison. Thank you for coming, Angry Snowman.
Yeah.
Anybody got any last words they want to say?
I'll see you around.
Nope. Bye.
See y'all later. All right, audience. Thank you all for coming. I was hoping that I would get my mouse during this, but it did not come. Lauren, thank you for the $5. I'll show you some more booty. Thank you everybody for being here. You included, Imperious. If you want to come up and hit you some final words, you can, but keep it TOS. God bless you all. And I think that I'll be going live again later tonight, but this will be probably a gaming stream with Bumpkin. But thank you all for watching. Imperious, you wanna come up, say any final words? I'm gonna take that as a no. So we're gonna go ahead and end the stream again. Thank you all for coming. Y'all have a wonderful day, and God bless you all.
And Tropicana gets its roof torn off, Tropicana Stadium that the Tampa Bay Rays play in. And if you look into it, Tropicana orange juice was created in 1947 at the same time the U.S. military did their first ever experiment on a hurricane. You guys can look it up, 1947, first experiment on a hurricane. Bradenton, Florida is where Tropicana orange juice was created, in Bradenton. So you just happen to have Anderson.
I can have non-sexual orgasms within my body, pleasures that I didn't know were possible.
Fuck yeah. There's another short rap.
You deserve that, wrestler.
It's true. You do this.
It's damn near like a rite of passage in this. Oh my god, it's working.
Mandy says that Dolly drifts harder than me. This is fucking unacceptable.
My mouth is full up, you guys. It's fucking wild.
I really haven't been grifting hard enough. You guys, I just found out I have cancer.
Bank account transfer?
They're transferring your PP.
You have cancer.
All right, but seriously, donate some fucking money. It's just because I might have cancer and just not know about it.
And to be fair, that is untreated, unknown cancer is the worst type of cancer because it's untreated.
Right,
So I think
and
that's-
unknown.
For untreated cancer people, get out your wallets, open your wallet, open your heart.
I can't believe I have the worst type of cancer there is. This is tragic. I just need some money.
God is so good. The stillness is so gentle. The silence is powerful. See, because it's through the silence of our listening and our seeking that God reveals the wisdom. The wisdom is realized in the silence from within you. The silence within you is beyond the mind chatter, behind those gossiping and controlling voices that are always around, whether it's in your ears or around. There's voices and gossip and voices and words that want to control you, want to interrupt your peace, interrupt your silence. You choose what you allow.